If anyone in my chat can say if this is working or not and you guys all have sound, that'd be awesome. We're actually watching NerdRageFred's podcast because I cannot for the life of me figure this out. So if anyone can pop in there and say, hey, yeah, you can actually hear everyone talking, that'd be great. Fred, I hate you so much. This is difficult at the best of times. Oh, man. So I started to try and put together a Yule goat in front of my house because Fred introduced them to me 2 years ago, and I've become just obsessed with Yule goats. And my neighbors instantly complained about the fact that I'm trying to construct like a 8-foot-tall goat out of hay bales. Not having it, turns out. Tell them you'll be all right. All right, here we go. I haven't seen anything. Looks like YouTube is slightly ahead. My kid's watching like over my left shoulder, so I'm going to be watching through him apparently because I can't hear anything.
Maybe it's Three Kingdoms 2.
Hey Squid, can you turn it up over there so I can listen too?
I'm Steve Coleman, Senior Community Manager at the Total War franchise. On behalf of everyone at Creative Assembly, we're thrilled to be everyone today to celebrate.
I can hear I'll head you out from
I'm
Cody's.
Steve Coleman, Senior
Sorry,
Community
am I
Manager
doing a
at the
turn?
Total
What
War
part is
franchise.
Sorry, am I doing a turn? What part is wrong?
We're thrilled to be here with you today to celebrate one truly monumental milestone, the 25th anniversary of this iconic strategy.
Come on, announce it. Announce stuff.
Throughout this year, we've been
trying here.
celebrating the legacy of Total War by shining a spotlight on each of the games that we've released since the year 2000. But today, we look forward to the future and the exciting next generation.
Right, that should get it now. Sorry about everyone on my streams being
This
exceedingly
showcase is
patient.
your front row seat to everything we've been eagerly building behind the scenes. Across fantasy and historical Total War, we're working on a range of projects that span
The audio
different
is
eras,
good now, right? All the
styles,
voice and everything. Oh, I
stages
had
of
this one still.
development.
Vampire
And now,
rework. It's
we
gonna
finally
be.
get to share them with you. Whether it's long-awaited updates, bold new ideas, or glimpses into the future of Total War, there's something here for every kind of strategist. So without further ado, let's jump into things with a quick message from a true
that was a-
veteran of the studio. Someone
weird
who's had a part to
transition.
play in almost every Total War game.
Thanks, Steve. I
Oh,
first
no, it's
walked
back,
through the
Cody.
doors of Creative Assembly in November 1999.
It's just like the
hoping to
look,
land my next role.
someone was behind me the whole
Little did I
time.
know that during my interview, I would be shown an early glimpse of Shogun Total War. Over 25 years later, you've conquered history's most.
They're going to take us through every single Total War they've
witnessing the
released.
fall of Rome.
Apparently, so I mean, this is the 25th anniversary showcase,
Establishing
so you know we
empires at
gotta.
the dawn of the modern world.
Gotta talk about
You've
this.
also crossed dimensions into one of fantasy's most iconic settings, conquering the vast Warhammer world with legendary
15
warriors.
minutes talking about
and
every single
conflicts
Total War
that
they
defy
released.
reality.
That would be so funny. Who would have been like,
Thanks to your support, we get to continue
most
pushing the
iconic
boundaries
fantasy
of what Total War is capable of. So
boy.
whether you're a fan of our history or fantasy titles, throughout it all, our aim
Unparalleled,
is and has
in
forever
any
remained
game.
the same, ensuring everyone playing our games is excited to take one more turn.
better like this.
Now,
Okay.
what better place to begin
Something new,
celebration
exciting.
than with an
Oh my
early
God,
look at what's
content.
to come in Total War Warhammer.
I love content.
This
Okay, looks
isn't
like it's
just
from
another
CA Sophia.
update. It's the end of the world.
He's back. And this time, he's more determined than ever.
Wow, end of the world.
Growing
What
up,
can that be?
Warhammer was easily one of
It's
my
rich.
favourite pastimes. I fondly remember buying countless copies of White Dwarf.
Well, they cancelled
reading
Warhammer
about
3,
the
that's it, it's
Lord of
done.
Oh my
Dreaming
God,
of
that was
the
so
arcs
cool.
and mail of the back of each
It's the
magazine.
end of the world, that's it.
Like me, many of my
It's
teammates
the
at
end.
Creative
That's
Assembly
it.
share the
We're
same
done.
deep love for
Broken.
Warhammer and the hobby that surrounds it. And nearly 10 years into developing content.
Can we
for this
see? It looks like there's
incredible
art in the
series,
background
excitement
behind
is as
him.
strong as ever. Each new
Bang,
character,
kill ours out.
faction, or creature we work on brings fresh energy to the team. The diversity of the lore ensures that every faction is distinct in its design, filled with rich stories and larger-than-life personalities. It's that variety and depth that keeps the
My gosh,
project
like
exciting
speed up the
for us,
teleprompter.
and it continues to be an amazing world to help bring to life. When we first set out to develop this series, our aim was to do something that no other Warhammer game had done before. To create a definitive strategy game
I
experience
would say all
that
corners.
spans
It's quite a
four
large
corners
area
of
of
this
the map that
amazing
doesn't have
fantasy
anything on
world,
it.
with the aim of including
Which
as
is
much of
some
game's
interesting
virtues,
choices.
comic
Yeah,
lore,
I mean, it's still
characters,
crazy. This has been 10 years in
creatures,
development.
and
What,
key events as possible.
105 playable
certainly been a
campaigns
journey
at
of a
this point? That's
lifetime for us.
insane.
One that we'd
Yeah,
love
it's a
sharing
pretty
with you,
crazy thing, actually.
and hearing
Crazy
your
game.
experiences of forging empires, felling enemies, and venturing to the darkest corners of the Warhammer world.
Undead.
Yes,
Oh my
this
God,
is
undead
live.
mention.
And just
Yes.
Xmas.
Next year,
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm gonna cry.
For the undead, for a war that will determine the fate of this world.
I already saw this.
Ooh, finally. I've not seen this one before, so this is gonna be great.
I can't remember this.
Yeah, this is
It's
now
a
it's
little
going.
teaser. It's the Bone Daddy!
Come on.
The black is back.
Ooh, there he is.
Oh, yes! I've been waiting so long! I've been waiting 10 years.
Hot Nagash action.
Please tell me Krell is an actual character. I wasn't going to lose my mind.
There's Krell.
Playable
Oh, there he
character
is.
then, not like...
Killing dwarves. Typical crowd.
All the undead are like, I was busy doing something important, but now,
And
Ooh,
it's,
is that the frog?
it's more darks. These are like the officers for the end times. Oh my gosh, that's coming in. Oh, there it is.
Finally.
There's a monster
Finally, we can
Cross
get
out.
head. That's, what's his name? Oh, not Manfred. What's the other guy? Oh, crap, what's his name?
There it is. Such a good one.
Oh, there's one. You said the
Damn,
line.
I'm so high for
I
this.
think I'm a little bit ahead of you too.
Yes.
He said the line.
He said the line.
Say the line, Tetra. Oh! What the fuck? You can't do that.
He just is.
Oh, I've waited 10 years.
Four more trucks there. Ah, it's perfect.
Metro got wrecked.
That's a cool as shit.
Very true.
Oh, I'm so hot. This is so good.
A naval combat, apparently.
He lives.
Oh, they're doing an old.
Undead
And the pyramid moving as well.
Never stop coping. That's the lesson
That's
here.
right. Nagash has arisen, and he's bringing the apocalypse with him. He and his undead legions are finally invading Total War Warhammer.
Does anyone really
Summer
come alone? I mean, I
2026,
suppose sometimes they
with the
do, but
Lords
it's just
of the End
sad.
Times back. And he's
Well,
not
if you buy
coming
one of the
alone
DLCs
either.
instead of all three
3
of them
other
together.
iconic legendary lords from the End Times will be joining the fight, along with terrifying new units, devastating mechanics, and lore-inspired objectives. And yes, we've got a brand new free
killed the
legendary
setting.
lord for everyone to enjoy. For those who don't know, the End Times is
Just
basically
updates
the
me interesting
Warhammer
more after
apocalypse, and it's the ultimate battle between the forces of good and evil. During this event, Archeon the Ever-Chosen leads the forces of chaos in a final assault to destroy the world.
Yeah, he really made it
As the
sound like
forces of
Nagash was the one who
destruction
caused the
rise,
end times instead.
legendary heroes and factions from
Yeah,
across the
totally
world
wasn't
form
the
new
executives
alliances
at,
to resist annihilation.
WW.
And as we announced earlier this year, Warhammer 1 and 2 owners can also join in on the action, as Immortal Empires is now accessible to all players who own one of the games from the trilogy. We're incredibly excited for our players
That's really,
to
really good. I
experience
wonder if
this
they get
content
reworks as well.
as we celebrate an amazing 10 years of working on this game. Whether you're a veteran or returning after time away, there's never
Every time
been
says the
a
end,
better
it's like-
moment to
I know,
dive
it's
in.
like, what's the next sentence
Isn't
going to
just
be?
another update. It's the end of the world.
Nagash isn't just a villain, he is the king of the undead. This is the ancient evil who turned Nehekara into a lifeless desert to claim dominion over the dead. His first attempt to extend that desert to the entire world failed, but he is back. And this time, he is
His
more
first attempt
determined
failed.
than
Second
ever.
as well.
To bring that
But
presence
the
to
third
life, we
attempt-
focused on making
the
him
third one
feel
didn't work
truly
either, but now,
imposing.
again,
As
fourth.
the greatest of all necromancers and wizards, he is a figure above politics and
Yeah, I'm really
mortal
curious how they
concerns.
handle Nagash's power
does not
scaling, because
need
there's
to
no way
manipulate
you're going to start off
anyone.
at like full power with him.
simply
It's just
states
he's a
what
literal
He doesn't,
god.
he doesn't even in the lore because he
His
gets
goal
like
is
he's resurrected with one of Tyrion's daughters
the
as well as
world
sacrifice, so
into
he
a
gets the
land
curse
of
of
the
Cain,
dead.
so he can be like
His
managed.
undead corruption
basically.
spreads relentlessly as he claims lost power, seizing the Black Pyramid, gathering his scattered books, and raising armies.
Thank you guys
that
for telling me
stir
about audio levels.
simply
I'm trying
It's
to
a
from
full
fix
faction with a
this.
book mechanic. Got
Oh
it.
my god,
And
this
he
is
doesn't
literally the
come
mod.
alone.
Holy crap. They nailed
Nagash
it.
can summon his Mortarks by luring them from
those
other
Dread Abyssals.
factions.
That's a great adaptation.
Archon the
Those, they look
Black, for
fantastic.
example, who abandons his Tomb King Thais to write a
How many times are they going to show Neferata and then
flood
not
the
talk about
world
Neferata?
with deadly witchlight.
What are you talking
Nagash's
about?
arrival brings not
Such a good
only
model, though.
doom, but
That
a
looks great.
unique undead
Gorgeous.
roster that draws from both the Vampire Counts and Tomb Kings, uniting ancient death and vampiric horror under one banner.
What?
From the crypts and catacombs rise ancient figures like Warlock Harkon, the ruthless Blood Knight
Yeah, Harkon
whose
with
blood
blood
has
knights.
tasted
Awesome.
the
Yeah,
blood
like
of
finally
kings.
some Blood Knight
He's
stuff
joined
to
by
mess around
Tomb
with here.
Heralds,
Oh, it's
the
Conrad.
Eternal
Oh.
Guardians of
Tomb King stuff?
Nehecaran royalty, and the towering
Nice.
Morghast
They're no
Archive,
longer just
Oh,
created
Morghast.
by
everyone else
Nagash's
steals
own
them.
hand to hunt the souls of the Defiant. And then there
Titan's
is the
been
Kemric
long
Titan,
requested by people.
a
And it's funny because
colossal
that one's not even in a
wolf
lot of
Ooh, look at
mods.
that.
It's really
stomps
difficult to
and
do.
flies across the battlefield like a
Nice.
walking
Yeah.
Kemric Titan.
Wow.
With all this in mind, Nagash's goal remains unchanged. He seeks to reclaim enough power to choke the life from the world itself, binding all undead to his will in a single, world-ending ritual, as is his grand design.
He's like a tech bro then.
Bringing the end times to Total War Warhammer meant more than adding new content. It meant reshaping the very fabric of the campaign map to reflect the devastation unleashed by a host of apocalyptic events.
That's
Among other
cool.
choices, players will witness the Warhammer world transformed.
That is all.
Lush meadows now drawn in molten rivers
I
from
love any kind of
volcanic
environmental
eruptions.
change on a
Earthquakes
campaign
sweep
map
the
is such a
land,
great
with
concept.
Well, that's basically what they
colossal
told
fishes
us with
swimming
Warhammer
in
3 as
the
well,
form
for
ruined
corruption and stuff.
beyond repair. Craters from
You better have the
warped
Minecraft bot
meteors
transition
scarred
like
the
it does now,
terrain,
otherwise I'm just
and
it's not
entire
worth it.
continents may be left barren. The campaign map has never felt so apocalyptic and alive, and we're thrilled
Yeah,
for
it's
players to shape
Cody's.
their own vision of it. Of course, such devastation means new battlefields. Our team has crafted epic new maps to reflect the chaos. Players
We can hear your
expect
TV.
battles fought within the sunken ground of an
sorry.
earthquake fissure, with lava pouring from all sides.
Turn it this
fighting
way
at
a
the
bit
very
more then,
edge
shall
of
I?
an
And then,
volcano. Or
do you
in
wanna-
giant
Hide in the
craters
corner.
created from warpstone meteor showers.
Like this.
It's nothing short of the monumental.
well, I mean, this is like the
destruction only
shortest
end
throw
times
mic
could
I
bring.
have without
We've
turning
really
on.
tried
like,
to
putting
make
on a
these key
lapel.
moments
So, I mean, I
in
can
the
put on a
lore as
lapel if you guys want me
immersive to
to.
play through as
But I think
possible.
it should be better now.
One of
Sorry.
the most haunting new settlement locations is Nagashazar, the dread fortress of Nagash himself. With its towering necromantic architecture, glowing skulls, and eerie green witchlight, it's a place where death reigns eternal. The environment team have poured their passion into crafting a map that feels otherworldly. So
Man,
let's
they
take a
definitely
brief
got some
look
new
at it in
trailer
action.
content for this. That's great.
No!
Oh no!
There goes the neighborhood.
Let's
65
batteries in my
million years
headphones.
Dear. Death of the
Ooh,
dinosaurs.
the cheeky transition behind the ribbon. Very nice, very nice.
Oh no, but is it a man standing behind another man? That's really what I'm
Well,
looking
Not
for.
quite.
And now for someone special.
The perfect transition.
It was so bizarre. I loved
I
it.
love it. It's just one of those like when you're trying to be like extra when you're doing a film shoot. I love doing stuff like that. It's just a complete waste of time. If nobody cares, but you're like, oh yeah, we nailed that.
That looks awesome.
It really does. I hope it's a bit organic how it changes, not just like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like not just a single turn.
Turn, right? I mean, it's like one.
Yeah, just like have some in betweens.
Yeah, it's multiple stages of it, so if the corruption isn't one or the other, it's they already have that kind of built in. So
Are the audio is the audio good now? Is Cody too loud?
Wow, that looks good.
Hey!
Hello there.
A wild
I'm
Sotek.
Master of Sotek. You may be familiar with me from a Twitch and YouTube channel and other stuff where I talk about and focus on Warhammer Fantasy
Sotek.
lore and literature and some other things.
Is he really
and
tall?
today
Or are they all
I'm going to
quite
be
short?
serving you
No,
as
he's really
the
tall.
herald of the
yeah,
end
he's like
times.
6'3",
But I'm not
6'4",
alone,
if I had to
because
guess.
I'm joined by
Pretty
Rich,
tall guy.
Victor,
Why is
and
everyone that covers
Todor,
this game
who
just
you are
gigantic?
likely familiar with at this point. And today we're going to be chatting about the Lords of the End Times. So to start us off, is this really the end for Total War Warhammer? Like, is this the final thing, which a lot of people have feared
So
is
it's
going
not
to be
the
the
end.
case?
No, absolutely not. This is just a moment in the Warhammer lifetime, and there's going to be more content still to come after this, I'm pleased to say.
Excellent. That is what
They do
I
a future
very
of
much like to
Warhammer
hear.
3 video.
So getting into the actual content
Oh,
itself.
I mean, the thing is, there's so many little
what
things you
is
can
the
still
end
add to
definitely
it, even if you're not
game
doing a major
that's
DLC.
going
It feels
to
like it would
change
be
our
a
experiences for
waste.
people that are familiar with Immortal Empires and have played
Yeah, I
hundreds
mean, like
of
if you just add like
campaigns,
single lore DLCs,
what
that's
is the
probably really
end
good.
time specifically
Would
gonna
love
be
it.
doing
Single lore
to shake
DLCs,
up the
heroes, just like random heroes.
So,
Like I
first of
still
all,
will
we're
stand
bringing a set of
for
characters.
Bertrand the Brigand
One of them
anytime
we'll
someone
discuss
asks
a bit
me. I'm
later.
like, yes,
Here,
great,
and
completely
there
different style of
is
Britannia
another
campaign.
significant
Add it.
update that comes to the Immortal
If you
Empires.
ever put me in a room
that
and someone
aims to
asked me
bring
if I
the
could
end
add one
times
person,
to
who would it
your
be?
campaign,
I would
while
instantly stand up
respecting
and
the
say
rules of
Bertrand
the
the Brigand.
sandbox. So
DLC
what we
for Bretonia,
want
though?
to try and achieve is make the later stages of your campaign more interesting, like keep the choices
Please,
impactful.
just like the thing is, like
keep
just
the
one
stakes
tiny
high,
DLC would
and
completely
we're
change how
doing
that faction
by
works.
introducing.
I think they're the only faction that hasn't had an update now, isn't
You
they?
might think are a
Well,
bit
yeah,
like
because they were
the
never an
current
official
existing
DLC. They gave them
crisis,
for free.
but they're different
Just gonna
from
slip
them
them into the game and hope no one
in
notices.
Persona got like the
for
vows
example,
update and stuff,
end
rework.
time scenario
House
comes
system was
in
so
phases. So there will be a build
Well,
up.
it's a game where
Still.
really they need a crusade system.
And
I
at
mean,
the
that's
end,
what I've
there
always
is a
pushed for. Is a
culmination
crusade
battle
system
where
would
the
really
entire
help them out.
scenario is resolved, and you might be able to
I like how
overcome
soon they've stopped showing
the
game footage. We're just
challenge,
talking
the
over
end times. You might be
it.
able to survive.
It's because it's
or you
fluff, innit?
might
It's them
fail, you
going,
might
oh,
have
it's
to live
end
with the
times,
consequences
Nagash,
of
blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
it kind of is. It's all like
an
PR talk now.
example of such a end time scenario is related to the most powerful necromancer in the world.
I'm glad they brought
who at some
Sotek in, though,
point,
because you can, like,
might
I
suddenly
get
decide
it. These guys are
that
devs.
he
They're not
wants
really
to exert his will
presenters.
over
And you can really tell the difference
every
between
Subaru is the largest corporate donor to the National Park Foundation, helping to protect our parks for future generations through the Share the Love event.
Get 0% APR on select new Subaru models, and Subaru will share the love.
A hot and steamy au jus is the king of dips. It enhances the flavor of everything. Roast beef, onions, cheese. I would dip everything in au jus if I could. Everything. Firefighter approved. And if you want some savings, order on the app.
Without a vibrant staff, it wouldn't be served. Everybody wants to be models, singers. I'm a 10, and you have to treat me like that.
This is a situation we got going on.
Woo! Vanderpump Rules, new episodes available now. Watch Bravo on Peacock.
This totally legit influencer loves electric vehicles.
As if.
This IRL test drive will change your mind. Just like that, the influencer has become the influenced. Toyota BZ. One drive can change your mind.
Definitely sounds like they're giving you a whole different sort of end objective for the game. It's like, right, either stop it or don't, but the game's going to end.
Visual quality.
Oh my god, consequences and objectives in a total
Well,
war
it's
game.
excellent to know that Archaon's dressing up for the occasion. He needs to. It's technically it's his affair. He needs to look the part. So that's great. But ultimately, we're not really here to talk about him. As much as we all love him, he's a bit old news. We're here for the big man, the big great necromancer himself, the father of all of our favorite undead.
Surprise background change.
Is Nagash
we have the budget for this one.
doing for Total War? Oh my goodness, what is he going to be bringing to the game? Clearly,
this is why
a
the
lot
DLC
of
took so long. We spent all the money on
destruction
this.
and death from the looks of
They
things.
spent all the money on that, and also spent all their time trying to get the person from behind a person shot.
He will be the ultimate necromancer.
That added 6 months to this
It's all
DLC.
about power, dark, forbidden, lost
Yeah.
in vast roster of different undead units. Campaign map, he will spread death across.
Why, by the way, why does
interesting
Nagash want
conquest.
everyone
He
just
wants
dead?
to
You know,
reshape
like
the
Because he
every
can control
his
his,
image, making
his,
it a
everything
desert.
revolves around
This
Nagash.
is his ambition.
megalomaniacal maniac.
rule over
Yeah, he's
everything
literally the
because
more
this way
evil,
they're
more
obedient and
horrific
subservient
version of
to him.
etc.
And we want to give this power fantasy to the player. It's not that you are the hero in this case, you are the end, and this is the power fantasy.
Yeah, he's a bit of a
drenched in
jerk,
the
isn't he?
Dark,
Just across the board.
tone of Warhammer.
I mean, lots of the undead are generally known for
When
being
playing
chill
with
dudes.
Nagash, you
No.
will be having
There.
these mechanics that allow you to construct necropolises
Kalida's pretty chill.
over where vibrant jungles used to be, and the change is permanent.
I mean,
there.
comparatively.
So this is how we imagine.
Okay,
Nagash
so
to
it's
be.
Cody up in the
Permanent?
upper
Oh,
lefts.
Okay. Well, if you
it's
defeat the
ColonelDamneders,
faction like in
upper
totality,
right,
you'll be able to
and right next to me
reverse some of
is Monsters
That was
Abound.
pretty difficult to get rid of, but such is the
Look at
power
if you
of
two kiss the
Nagash.
edge of the camera, it'd be
But as
pretty epic.
a powerful wizard, is there
For anyone on my channel wondering
special
why there's random
magic-wise,
messages, this is
like
NerdRageFred's
maybe
stream because I
something
can't
new?
figure this
Yes,
stuff
yes,
out.
he
Like,
comes with his
like
own
with a typewriter is going to
inspired
bang
by
on
the
things. till
tabletop.
Shakespeare comes
I
in.
can get rid of
There'll
those
be
though.
spells that are all unique to him.
No, I mean, but you chose
And,
not to. I
we'll
mean,
be
it was a
making
bold
them in a way
choice to
that
be like,
plays
no,
in the
but
spirit
I
of Total
appreciate
War.
it.
So not a direct translation, but inspired and certainly the flavor of the tabletop. So we hear a lot from beloved and very trustworthy naysayer Manfred von Karstein that
Blowing
Nagash
Cetra
is
up. It's
weak.
like
He's been saying that for years.
they
at this
basically
point.
wharfed him. Have you ever heard that? The
What
wharf
is Nagash going to be
trope?
bringing to the
It's like
game?
you
that
get the
sets
toughest
him
guy.
apart from
Yeah, and
our
we gotta
other
show how
undead,
tough
our
Nagash is.
vampire
Blow up
cows,
Cetra.
tomb kings, etc.
Yeah.
I can give you one
Well,
thing.
it impressed
He's gonna be
me.
bringing all of that
Oh,
good
yeah.
stuff that you just
God, yeah, it was a
mentioned
good show.
together. So he's going to be in command of the vampire counts, the vampire
Hopefully that's
coast,
an ability
and
that
the
you can use in
Tomb Kings.
battle.
He is
You
the
just come across
proper
Cetra and just instantly
puppet
vaporize him.
master of them all, which I think is going to be
Cetra in
a lovely,
particular. That's the
Yeah,
smell.
just him.
Just that one guy.
Warhammer
He just
in-
says,
in
"I
the
do not
Dark
serve,"
Tower
and then-
all of this undeath. He's also then, as we were talking about before, having that corruption element.
Oh god,
that
I'd love to
once
see an
he's
effect like that in the game somewhere.
seeded
Just like it's
himself
just this
into
one
this
ability
world,
that has
he's gonna
one
kill
purpose.
everything else, and nothing's
It's
gonna be able to
one
come
time
back.
per
Oh,
game.
I would love to talk about that in like a
He's gonna
battle,
be
a unit
super
video like, here's Nagash, his
That
ability is to
pretty
blow
exciting,
just
but
Cetra.
Von Nagash, he always stands above the great god of death. He does have to delegate to somebody. Is there any other kind of features or minions or
more
anyone
Tarks, I would
that-
assume.
What is he going to be relying upon to bring the world to ultimate silence?
So, first of all, it's important to say that unlike other undead factions that are comprised of different characters with different complicated relations, Nagash's
Very
faction
Nagash.
is Nagash. His race is Nagash. Everything revolves around Nagash and his will and his ultimate ambition to dominate over a dead world. In order to achieve that, he relies on his corruption. He relies over all the variety of undead units that he has.
You missed the
Under
entire
his
announcement.
command.
Yes,
Also
Nagash the end
relies
times
on
is
the
coming.
presence
The badge,
of
but just a
Black
giant pyramid.
That would be really
Both
cool.
on
I
the
mean, to
plane
actually see it
and
in both
battle.
places, like a mobile
You will
base
witness
that
and you will
appears
command
in base.
the
I guess that's
Black
what
Pyramid around the world.
Kyson's does,
And
isn't it? What
in
you said
addition
earlier.
to that, he has also
Well, yeah, the Black Pyramid's supposed to be like
relies
massive. It's like a size of a
demands
city.
The entire map.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
basically
literally
just been like
the largest map.
shadows.
Special
Like
characters that
Nagash
are
takes control
obedient to him
over
and
his
serve his
country,
will.
right? And it's the
in
most
game we're
richest and
representing, I
largest
believe,
empire
Odin,
men have ever
Nine
made.
of them.
And he bankrupts it by making that pyramid.
Books. So the
He
canon
basically
ones,
just Doctor Doom.
very fun. The canon ones, so you can
No,
expect
Dr.
that
Doom is
when you
like
play Nagash.
the
They'll be doing their own
people
thing that
there
will
are
come
like,
Total War,
maybe
those
this
of
is a
them
bad
that are
place.
already
We
there.
don't know, but the
And,
people on Nagash are
meantime,
like,
when you grow
oh
strong
yeah,
enough,
I
all
would
dead,
move
so
if I
you
could.
your will, call them to
you.
The ghouls at
you
the
will be able
border
to
stop me.
choose in what sequence you, in what order you summon them. Some will be easier.
Maybe it'll be like the Black Ark or the Doom Dragon Ship abilities, where it's just
you'll
like
be
you can
able
call
to
stuff
make
in.
them stronger in the process. Like
Call
when
the
they
pyramid
become
bomb or
his
something.
lieutenants.
I love when they have
don't do
like
it
4
out of,
people up there,
you know,
and then there's one
pure
person just
adoration.
sitting
Some
there
of them do,
nodding
like
the whole
Arkham,
time.
but others are just tempted
There's
by
like,
power. So when they become
One
more
of us should do that. Who
they
wants to nod
will
and not say
receive
anything
new
for the next 2
abilities,
hours?
some stat boosts. Some of them
Got
get
too much of a
special
mouth
mounts,
on me.
like the Dread Abyssals that will allow them to ride into battle. And
could have been
they're
a
also
separate
like
video,
when they
I'm afraid,
join,
is that correct?
they'll be like bringing their lens with you, so to speak, but you'll be draining them of life in the way Nagash does with everything. So.
Coming with a proper upgrade for those Mortarks, which is very exciting. And
it's going to be
Probably
delightful.
some
Like,
goodies I
do
mentioned.
the
The other undead will be
Mortarks get like
looking
so their
to as
own
well
separate
when it makes
trait
sense.
line, you think, or is it like
Absolutely,
a
we can
separate skill
expect that
system?
all
I
these
guess for
new
once you
toys that
acquire
we're
them.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be like,
where
otherwise it's
where
just pure
appropriate
buffs for them.
will
They get
be
like traits or
receiving
different skills,
all
something like that. for
other
them, because,
factions like vampire
like they do
counts
get
will be
juiced up
receiving access
pretty
to.
heavily.
That's all
What I
really
remember.
exciting. I can't wait to just collect the full set of
Please let
them
this
for those
come
of us
like
that
a
have that
big
kind of
old undead
completion
rework that makes
itch.
them a bit better,
There's
rather than
something
just
very
pointing
nice
across
about
them and
having
be
that,
like, oh, yeah,
that full
Nagash
little
can use them.
grouping under
I'm sure it
Nagash's
will.
claw.
Like, yeah, he's
But
getting
speaking of
Nagash's
other
own
just
faction, so
exciting
theoretically it's
things that are going to
bespoke
be
mechanics
happening
as well. It's
with
not
the
like
end
reusing
times
vampire
and or
kills.
Nagash.
If you think about
what
it, the
would you
Vampire
say
Counts,
for
the
you
Tomb Kings,
personally is gonna be
and
the
the
most exciting
Vampirates
that's
really
coming
could
with
use
all of
reworks.
this exciting new
So
DLC and content?
if they're going to do
One
it,
itch I've been wanting to scratch is to get the Realm of Chaos battle.
I never liked the Warrior
actually into
Chaos style
Immortal
recruitment
Empires. As
for
you know,
the Vampire
they
Counts. I
don't
definitely
feature
prefer the
within
old
that map
style
at the
versus the
moment.
new
So
kind
this
of
is a
random style.
new way in which we want you to experience those larger-than-life, colourful battlefields that the Realms of Chaos each have. And there'll be ways for you to transport yourself to those battlefields, to have those epic battles with the adversaries, the demons and the like, and have a lot of fun there and bring much more life and flair to Immortal Empires.
So having those
Like,
maps
I've
where
been
we're
looking to
fighting
get those maps
the
back, 'cause they
realm of
look
Slanesh and
sick.
Nurgle and all those
Yeah.
horrible but so beloved dark gods.
Exactly that.
Wow, just to build up a bit on that, like for me as a player,
wonder if, like,
like
the
some of the
realm-
best battlefield
realms,
maps we've
like,
done
where you
is
can go to them
in the Realm of Chaos, and now
Sort
that
of return.
Immortal Empires have
Hopefully it's
become
just a
the
part of the map
definitive
rather
way
than
to experience Total War Warhammer, I'm kind of missing
they
on
are.
those, so I'm glad
Yeah.
we're adding
I know
them
it's
in.
controversial,
For me
but I
personally,
mean, I really
the
do
big
think
thing
Immortal
with
Empires
this,
should be the default
DLC
mode. It's
is
clearly what they're
the
moving
Cataclysmic
to. They're
events,
finally
or
kind
what
of
we
letting
internally
it
call
out
devastation.
there. Like, it's a fun concept, but it's still.
Is that why Illustria and everything is burning and on fire horribly?
We wanted to show the change in the world
Leading Realms
in a
of
visual way
Chaos
that is
away
more
and going,
dramatic
was I a
than what
good
we currently
campaign?
can do with just
No.
corruption. You know,
Yeah.
corruption changes a bit
Off you
the
go.
environment, but not to this extent. So we'd like with
Just
10
so
times
much,
scenario
so much
to-
energy and resources were
for
invested
really
into
truly
that, and it felt like
epic,
cost sunk fallacy as
apocalyptic
opposed to like a really good campaign.
things to happen,
I remember
like
the first time I
volcanoes
played it, I was like,
erupting,
wow, this rock's what it's gonna be like for
fissures
everyone else.
opening up, like
Oh.
bottomless chasms and
I
meteors
always
falling
imagine
down.
that Realms of Chaos was made like
chaos moon.
at the height of
And,
hubris.
we'd like
'cause
that
they were
to
like,
change the campaign
no, we'll do.
rather
We can release
permanently.
anything, and they were
And,
and like
to
people,
provide
the fans
different
would just eat it
gameplay
up.
there
And
was
then
yeah,
like they ignored
that
Q&A
change
and stuff like that. I was like, nah,
For
they'll
certain-
love
it
this
would
anyway.
be
And
triggered
then
in some
they
cases
released
by the
this.
game.
People were
In
like,
some
we
instances,
don't love this at all.
factions will be able
This is
to
bad.
wield it like a
You know what I
super
really don't
weapon.
love it? On the
In
30th
some cases,
time.
the player themselves will be able to
Even the
use
third
the first
time.
campaign, you kind of go, yeah, I like this. It's like,
Examples in the role we would like
third
to
campaign,
really
you're going,
show visually and also with music. We're writing bespoke music
Oh,
for
God,
those
Slanesh plug hole,
events. Like,
come on now,
when a
I'm
certain
over
endgame
this.
scenario happens, you as a player will know you're in this moment that things are changing.
God,
Like
the
the
survival
visuals
bosses
of the
will
campaign map will
oh,
change the mood there, the music,
I
and just the
played a
power palette
campaign
and the
recently,
special
a
effects
mod
around
which
the
had
campaign map
one
will
which
be
had the survival
different.
battles in it.
And
And I fought the
also,
Zinch one, and I
in the
was
battle
like,
maps, there will be different
this is just the
skyboxes,
worst.
like
I
when
hate
the
this.
chaos
I
boss
genuinely
link
hate it.
is
Like, it makes me angry.
hanging
You don't have an hour and a
close
half to dedicate to that
to
battle.
the world. You'll be
I
able to see that
do
on,
not.
on battle maps. And all these new
It's
images
so
and visuals
bad.
we hope to really show the end times.
Yeah, we got lava and wildfires and and craters and pits.
Okay.
And so this will be affecting actual game. It's not just cosmetic. This will be affecting actual gameplay on the campaign.
Yes, on the campaign map, the provinces will work in a different way after a cataclysmic events has happened to them. And
Okay.
there'll be
Kind of
also
vague. I'm
different
interested what they'll do with it. You know,
different. You can't be there
jungles.
anymore because it's a crater.
Yeah, I mean,
Chaos battlefields.
theoretically, they
devastation
could
is cool. I really
remove a
admire them.
province or remove sections
What
of
I'm
the
most
map.
excited about
just
personally
chunks of it, and they
is
rebake the mesh between
narrative
turns.
chains
I mean, it's
that we're
perfectly
preparing
possible I can navigate
for
around
the new
half
lords
those.
we're introducing, and also some of the
Are
existing.
you sure?
lords.
Because the AI
To
can't
be
navigate
perfectly
around a
frank.
mesh at the best of
And
times.
I'm really, really curious and excited to
Can't
Total
navigate
War
around a
to see
mesh when it's
how-
static, let alone when it
how we will
changes.
be able to tell the story of Nagash's rise to power and his domination over the world while still
technician,
retaining the sandbox and retaining that
No.
player
He's not.
agency
He
and
requires
the
time.
player choice.
So my technician was
regardless
saying
of which
we
character you're
extreme pain
picking,
and I need to
you'll
stop
have
and
the
I bring him
ability to get
immediately because that's the only thing
involved
I had
in
to
these
get him to do
storylines of like
No,
the Rise of
fine.
Nagash and stuff, even though you're playing such and such way on the other side of the
It's just
planet.
these
You
brutal
can,
things.
if you want, you can get really involved with these storylines.
Well, yeah, if you're not playing as Nagash, it's very
I can't
likely
give him a
that you
hard
will
time, but I
have
went
to
to,
survive the
football
rise of
game
power of
this last weekend.
Nagash.
Someone invited
Whereas
me,
if you
and I
play
had a
as
migraine the
Nagash,
night
you
before.
will be
And
the
so I
one that
actually wore
rises to power
earplugs
step
throughout the
by
entire
step
day because
while
I
you are
just,
doing
I
your
was in
conquest and your
tremendous
spread of
pain. But I'm
corruption
like, this is
and
the only time I will ever get a chance to do this.
extinguishing of
So
life
I'm going to
around
go,
you.
even though I have to
Excellent.
drag
So,
myself the whole day, which I did.
For a lot of us players, this is incredibly exciting,
a
and
full
there's
day
a lot
Spartan
of
event on, like, an
changes
hour's
and
sleep,
just
and I was just sat
wild
there like,
things happening, and everything's quite literally on fire.
There was
And
tailgating,
although we've
so
touched
it
a little bit
started
on
at
it,
10
just to be
a.m.
kind
and
of
I didn't get home till
clear when it comes to the end times as an experience, this
Great fun, though.
is
Tremendous people
still
watching,
focusing
incredibly
on
interesting.
Oh, yeah,
that
that's the best part about going to any
sandbox
Spartan event.
experience of Total War Warhammer. It's not purely a narrative,
You'd love cricket,
but it has
Cody,
narrative
that's half of it. You just sit
aspects,
there
but
watching other
it's
people.
still sticking to the core fundamentals.
Yeah, as you know, Total War is a storytelling machine, and we want players to be able to still tell their own stories through the sandbox nature that we offer. So with the end times now featuring
it's good it's still
Immortal Empires,
sandbox.
it's gonna be exactly
They seem to be
that. You
stressing
can
that.
go ahead and,
Yeah, I think they've
as we
learned
talked about earlier,
that
players
hard
are
story
on
from
and
being
destroy
its
this world,
way.
end it completely. But on the flip side, we want to let you have those different
Because they already have
stories,
some end
also
times-esque
things that
scenarios
maybe
in the
didn't
game,
happen, but
right?
I mean,
things that
everything
they
is set
think
up for the
how
end
they
times,
might play
basically.
it
That's what
out
I've
with
been saying for
Nagash
years. Like,
taking
everyone's
over the world
kind
and
of where
bringing
they
death
were
back
at the
to
end
it,
times
or
already.
whatever else you can think of for
Yeah,
that
this
matter.
DLC is like the worst
I
kept
know
secret.
many
Everyone
people
is
are going to be
basically just
hopping
kind of
right into
assuming
Carl
that this is
Franz
going
saves the
forever.
day.
Yeah.
Hope so.
We're exploring
Well, it's
different
weird because this is
apocalyptic
definitely the
scenarios
thing
that
people have been
have ended the
wanting. It feels
world
like we've
in
been
the
getting DLC that are less
canon,
wanted
but didn't because
while
we
we're
all
waiting
know
for
Chaos
this.
won. But we're looking for other what if possibilities.
It's weird, isn't it?
Well, that is all extremely exciting stuff in my very, very biased but professional opinion. But beyond the end times, is there anything else we all can be looking forward to for Total War Warhammer?
So, one very important thing that we're all quite excited about to announce is that with the release of the Lord of the End Times pack,
Thank God.
you no longer need to own Warhammer 1 or Warhammer 2 or Warhammer 3 to experience the Immortal Empires.
Make it a heck of a lot
Purchase
easier for
just
people to
one
get
of the
into.
packs, and
Yep.
you will gain access
What
to
a
the Immortal Empires,
humongous
where you
win.
can play with what you have purchased against everything else that's in the companion. So you can purchase just Nagash from your shirt, and you can
It's
play
almost
as
like
Nagash from your
Immortal
shirt
Empires is the base,
in
and you just
Immortal
buy the
Empires,
character packs.
and
Yeah,
like Warhammer
extinguish
1 is
life in this
a
doomed
The character
world.
pack now,
So
roughly.
Nagash
Yeah,
Stan can just come in, buy just this, get whole Immortal Empires, and just go crazy, and then be like, job
That
done.
feels like it makes so much more
Exactly.
sense,
This
to
is
be honest.
an exciting
I wonder if
moment
there's a
for
way
us
to
all because
track
we're
Immortal Empires
lowering the
players on.
entry point barrier
Because
for
like,
all
if
of
you
the
do it like
players.
this, it
So
would be impossible
we're
to like guess
hoping
who's
to
playing in
introduce
Immortal Empires still, just like all the
new
Warhammer
players
games.
that want to experience all this magnificent spectacle
I'm sure they
that
have
the
their
Immortal
ways.
Empires and Warhammer 3 Total War is.
Well, that
Just stuck
is
with me.
just amazing. I'm so excited to see all of this come to fruition, all of your incredible hard work. Thank you so much to Rich, Victor, and Todor for joining me here to discuss the end times and what all it's bringing to us in the future, which is just... oof. Can't wait. Thank you, everyone, so much at home for joining
Why
us.
did they not?
We hope that you had a good time.
Can we please have another
And we
character
will
reveal,
see
please?
you around.
Nope, that's it. That's all you got. That's it.
That's great, though.
Yeah.
Like, I guess
There
that's
may be
great
another
news.
smaller person hiding behind. Just wait.
Total War has a long and
They could just get sequentially
and alongside
smaller.
the game announcements we're sharing with you today, we'd like to reveal more about the latest evolution of the game engine that will be powering our future ambitions. To give you more of an insight into what's
That's why
going on,
everyone's here,
I'm
the game
joined
engine,
by
right?
Ellie and Roberto from our core technology team. Guys, do you want to do a quick introduction? Maybe Ellie, just tell us who you are and what you do.
Hi, I'm Ellie Corlander, and I'm the Technical Art Director on Total War.
Perfect, thank you. And Roberto?
I'm Roberto Gerali, and I'm the Core Technology Director for Total War.
Perfect. Thank you, guys, and thank you for joining me for this chat today.
War Core.
So for those who maybe don't know, like
Escape, isn't it?
What is an
No.
engine? What does the engine do?
Warscape was
yeah.
the...
Yeah, it says War Core on the background.
The tools,
It's Warscape.
This is a
it's
new
the
one.
toolbox really of the game
What an
developers.
interesting building
it's
choice.
the graphics renderer, it's core gameplay,
Yeah, what is that? That
kind
looks
of
like more-
components that the teams build
It's like a
upon to
1600s
make our,
Irish
game
cottage.
experiences unique. It's the
I can say
animation
it looks kind of like
There's
16th,
a lot of
1900s.
core
Like a really
features
that's like
that, all of Total War games
1631
actually
Irish
benefit
cottage
from,
right there.
and we build upon those.
Strange.
Are they
design
doing
products.
World War
Dry
One?
stack
Why is
stonework,
Total
which
War's
is
engine so
post-medieval, but it's
Well,
not getting
the
into
engine
realm.
is the foundation for
You can
all
see
our
the
titles.
titles.
World War One
We
era
saw the
style.
incredible lineup ahead of us.
one that doesn't turn.
What are you watching me right
Well,
now?
we decided that we needed to level up our technology to support these fantastic visions. So it's quite an exciting challenge.
I'm
We're a
so
small
glad they've
team,
got a
we
new
use
engine,
proprietary
though.
tech,
I'm
but
so
we're
glad they've
really
got a
excited
new
to bring
engine.
something new to Total
So true,
War.
sister.
And so
Holy
today we're
shit.
happy to reveal the new iteration, the new
What's this
evolution
feeling
of
I'm
the game
feeling?
engine,
Is it excitement?
Worker.
Yes.
And we'd be
Oh my
happy
god,
to
it's
talk
not
about it
despair.
today.
I'm not used to this.
Yeah, so I just wanted to talk a little bit like the current version of our engine. We
Come
started
on, give us a
evolving that
specific
from
example here.
2009,
Come on.
and all the products you've seen since
what
then.
game are you working on this new
we've been
engine?
iterating on
Come
that
on,
engine.
for fuck's sake!
But we
Give us something.
realised that
Give me
with
something
the
to
lineup of
showcase in
games
this
we had
showcase.
and the features we wanted to deliver, we really had to redesign some of those foundations.
Nagash was
So this is
showcased.
taking
That's
what
great.
Total War is at its core and then taking it to that
Good.
next
You got to
level.
intersperse
Like you said,
the
leveling
people
up.
talking
right?
with the.
What does this mean
No,
for
we
Total War
don't.
players? What can they expect to see and experience in future Total War games?
We really wanted to upgrade the type of visuals
just feel like I'm being
you can see
edged
in the
so
game,
hard right now.
to keep competitive
not
with what
enjoying
everyone else is seeing in other games at the moment. Total War
you
games are
played
rendering
the
so
colour too
much
much
on screen
also,
at the same
so
time. You've got
last couple of days.
VFX, characters,
boob snakes.
massive
many
battlefields,
characters.
so many characters. We really had to rethink, how we,
Oh my God,
the techniques we
Alderbush
used to render
01
some of that
confirmed.
stuff because we wanted to upgrade the
Napoleon.
fidelity
Oh yeah, but
everywhere.
Napoleon. It could be
Some
Napoleon.
of those
couldn't
things
it?
include new
That building
lighting
looked very
techniques,
Napoleon
dynamic
era.
shadowing.
Some
We've
interesting
improved our
chairs.
screen space ambient occlusion, which means you're going to see much more fidelity in the self-shadowing of
Hey, if it's
models on the
Napoleon, does that
terrain.
mean new naval warfare
Gives it much
monsters?
more realistic feel. The meshes and the textures now.
Empire
because of
2,
the
here we
rendering
come, strap
techniques,
in.
We're able to
Looks like,
put more fidelity in those
Damn,
things
that
and
looks
not
good.
Century
compromise on
rock
that
right there.
performance of gameplay. We also have looked at
really
doing
nice.
for VFX, so where you see projectiles, there will be high fidelity because we've now got
That's
a
very
new
tasty.
ribbon technology, which
Oh.
means we're not going to
Oh,
have
yeah.
so many
Oh,
overlaps.
that's what I'm talking about.
This means it's more performant and it means we
Okay,
can
they were
see
edging me.
crisper,
It's no longer being edged.
projectile visuals.
Nice.
Through the other
Yeah, our
side.
players may be familiar with Warscape,
thinking of
which is
a
our
weighty arrow.
render,
His
and
derivative
we've
collapses.
created a new version.
I love
in
stuff
Warcraft
that
powered by
explodes.
DirectX 12.
So it's all going to contribute towards the overall immersion of what our battles
Instead
are
of
like, I
plastic
guess, as well.
campaign.
Does this apply to campaign as
I
well?
get it. It's a
So
feeder
there's kind of
question.
like
I
new
get it.
lighting abilities and things like that that we'll have in the game. Will
Just,
people
to be
see
honest,
that
I'm
across both
glad for the
campaign and
devs that
battle?
they've got a new
Yes.
engine because
Awesome.
Yes, they will.
it
It'll
sounds
be-
like
yeah,
it's been a
across the
nightmare
render is kind of
working
like
on
a layer
Total
on top
Warhammer,
of
just
the
trying to get
entire
stuff
game engine, so
working.
you will see improvements in
It's
all
like-
areas.
In Warhammer,
On the battle
you can
side,
see in the
we've actually
files, there's
decided
references
to
all the way back to
integrate
Shogun
havoc
2.
in the physics
Just
system
stuff,
into
even like
our
one or two
gameplay.
Empire
It means
things, and
that
it's just
the buildings
tacked on,
are
tacked
more
on all the
dynamically
time.
I'm not trying to make a house out of
you can
spaghetti with that
then use
code.
that as part of your
Yeah, when we've been playing the
strategic
Clash,
gameplay to
every time we've been like, wow, this is
uh,
jank, but you can really tell that it's the
pathfind to
exact
new
same
areas of the map.
thing the entire way
And
through.
Battle AI will also respond to this, so we've rehauled the Battle AI to be also able to
that
utilize
destruction,
all
that's some
these
really
new
cool destruction.
advancements
That could
and
be really
more
fun.
strategic as
I'd
well.
love to see it where it's
So
not
you can
just
use these like
a
destructible
building, but
environments
like
to
the building
your
can be destroyed and
tactical
like,
advantage,
part of it can be destroyed,
but
but
also
not
your
all of
enemies
it.
are going to be doing the
makes
same.
sense.
Like the
Yeah.
whole
Okay,
wall.
that's interesting.
Yeah,
Or,
the
you know what I
battle
mean?
AI now,
So,
it
yeah.
takes
In
more,
Warhammer, where the buildings
it
go
takes more of an
from
advantage of
fine to
reinforcements
their damaged
and
state
more dynamic
instantaneously.
abilities as well. So it's really leveled up.
Awesome. And what about campaign? Are we going to see a lot of advancements in that area as well?
Yeah, we've put a lot of work into campaign. We've rewritten it to be modular so that each different game can really use these building blocks to create custom, amazing
Sounds very
experiences.
exciting.
Yeah, do you
And
think
with
the
this,
siege bug will
like the
still be in?
campaign AI goes hand in hand, so that will
Siege door
also
bug's still in.
evolve and use what we call a forward model, so it will simulate future
Animation.
stages
The
of the
gate
game
destroys
to make
beautifully, but they'll
better
still walk up
strategic
the walls.
decisions.
What does this mean for animations then?
Can't
So
path
we've
the shit
actually
still.
rewritten a lot of our animation system. It's
To
now
flow
a
graphs,
graph-based node system, which means we can layer animation behaviors and create more variety and fidelity. Some of the things the players may see is more complex movement like strafing and more complex vehicle movement. Something that we've been challenged with.
Modern Total War confirmed.
We wanted to do more, more to the gameplay.
Yeah, the team has really done a great job.
He has
I
the
feel, with the
Humvees that they use in
animation system.
Afghanistan, but they're always
and there's
broken down, so you
something
can't
else,
use
right?
them.
Yes, of
Shrinking
course,
is
with
pretty good,
Total
cool,
War,
actually. So the
quite a
entire
key part of it
formation
is blood and
is like
gore. We wanted to make
That
this
is very
more
cool.
visceral, more realistic.
Did they say vehicles?
What we've done
Oh,
is
yeah, just like,
rewritten some
that
of parts
modular
of
destruction
the
works on
dismemberment
bodies too
system,
now.
so
Arm,
using
arm,
more
leg,
dismemberment.
leg. I mean, legitimately, like if
popping
you're an
off,
Empire
interacting
and
with
it-
terrain
someone got
and
hit
sitting
in the
on the
head with a
terrain
cannon
and
like
yeah,
an
very
entire
gory.
line of people's heads.
So sorry for
that
the
would be the most
mocap actors.
gruesome yet cool thing ever.
We didn't chop them
pull
off.
out classical music
That's
to
really
get that shot.
Sounds
Bouncing
amazing.
We've
walls,
talked a lot
like,
about all
picking off
these
people's
pretty
legs
awesome
as they're
advancements
marching in
that are going to
formation.
be coming to Total War in
Barry
the future.
Lyndon stuff up there.
But
That
Total
sounds
War,
great.
of course, has a 25-year legacy on PC.
If there's a
Does this
possibility
new
of getting that
engine
shot, I'm going to put it to Claire.
allow us to look further afield in regards to the hardware we develop for?
Oh yeah, we've been wanting for a bit now to expand our horizons and to bring our franchise to players regardless of the hardware they use. So
Just any
we're
plans to
quite
bring in
happy that,
DLSS
the
or
new
any of the
engine
NVIDIA
also
stuff
allows us
for
to
frame
take our
generation, because
future
that's not in
titles,
here currently.
on PlayStation
I mean, to be
and
fair
Xbox,
though, like
as
the
well as
engine has been
PC.
optimized
Yeah.
so much
Fantastic.
from Warhammer
So
3 release
we
to
can
now.
finally allow
That's
console
actually
players to
crazy. Like when
experience Total War.
when I got released, I had like 40
but we're still
FPS
going
in
to
the
be,
benchmark.
of course, maintaining that
Same
same
hardware
focus
just
on the
before I
deep
built my
strategy
new one. I
ethos
had
that we
like
encompass,
100
right?
Yeah,
in like
absolutely.
heights.
So
It's like it's just
we
so
want
much
to
better.
remain
It's
true
crazy.
to our soul, so we're not having like a knee-jerk reaction to put in our games on console.
People really don't like
absolutely want
consoles,
to-
eh?
We love
I'm
the
just saying
Total
that
War
the chat was like, who
formula
cares about
and the
consoles?
complexity, the depth.
It's a lot of
and
PC
this
Well, the
is
market
something
is. I
we
mean,
want to
that's
keep,
what
regardless of
75%
hardware,
of the
so
global
PC
market. I mean,
players,
PC is big.
don't
It's
think
not
they'll
as
see
big. I
any,
mean, it's definitely
any
something
major
for them to look
changes to
into
the
if they're
product
gonna
they
make it work.
love.
I mean,
because we
creative
love it
assembly
as
the people
well.
made Halo Score 2 back in the
So
day.
yeah,
So
going
they
on
have
console is
experience
really
developing
a way
RTS
to expand.
Sorry, you're probably getting down as well.
Great. What are we
Yeah,
aiming
well,
to
thank you
achieve
so much
with
for that,
Warcore then? What's the goal of this new engine?
Yeah,
for that.
we
I
wanted to
appreciate it,
give
buddy.
Total War
Welcome to
the
the hydration
strongest
station.
Not make our
foundation
developers
it has
cry and
ever
give them
had.
panic attacks
But really
whenever they have to
here,
do something.
we wanted to look at the future. So the engine now is at its infancy, so it will
Yeah, I've heard a rumor
evolve
of this
and get
way
better
back
and
like
better
years
over
ago. It's
time.
like whenever a new
But
game
even
got
now,
released,
yeah,
everyone
it's
got
the most
one
powerful
request
foundation
for like changing
we've
the
ever
engine,
had.
but just one.
And we are thinking
Better
long
be a good
term,
one.
so players will see over time more and more improvements coming to it.
All right.
Yeah, like Roberta
I
says,
enjoy
it's
these
in its
pictures,
infancy
these
now,
videos
but
of
you
houses
will
falling
see
in the book corner.
improvements in terms of
come
the
on, that's some good
rendering, in
destruction
terms
point.
of
Look at that.
things
Pop,
like
pop, pop, pop.
destruction.
I love it. I love it.
and all
I
those
genuine
interesting
that
new
genuinely
features.
excites me.
But we want to build
I'm looking
upon
at that
those
going.
and the
Yeah,
releases.
especially if there's someone hiding behind that and that's
keep
blocking.
iterating
Oh.
on those
And then
features.
once it crumbles, it
we already
stops
see
blocking.
something great.
And the camera
But they're
pans, and
really
then you can
excited
see
about
them.
what they can see even 2, 3,
So
10 years from now, and that's what we're
rubble,
trying
and
to
then you
do,
just-
yes. And it's also something we've built for our staff,
There was
so to
Al
give them more
behind
powerful
it.
tools
There's
to be able to
another
create
wall.
even
I'm
better
never gonna stop
games.
making jokes about that.
So yeah, streamline our
I'm
internal
going to find a way
pipelines,
to
make
get
them
it
more
into a video,
efficient.
just get a shot of like a
Yeah,
law.
we really wanted to improve the developer experience.
just love the fact they obviously
we
put
worked
so
on,
much
like,
effort
unified
into it.
tools and
The
unified
opening shot.
experience
The
and
opening
workflows
shot,
and
they're like,
improving
"It's gotta be perfect.
that
It's gotta be
experience
perfect."
all round.
I really like that
Good
they
for
have
the
like
players
this
and good for the
house. Nobody
developers
can
as
tell
well.
where or
It's a
what it's
win-win.
from. Put that into every
Amazing.
single
Well,
showcase.
thank you both for joining me for this chat
Historic
today.
players. Historic players.
Up
God,
next,
historical
we're going to be
dozens.
taking a look at
Dozens.
what's to come for our
Apparently.
historical players.
What we got? Empire 2. Empire 2.
He's got some luscious locks, my goodness.
Yeah.
They're like 5 seconds ahead of us.
Hi, I'm Pavel. It's incredible to be standing in front of you today, not just as a developer, but as a lifelong fan. I've been playing Total War for 25 years, first discovering the franchise through Shogun, before becoming completely captivated by Medieval. That passion led me to join Creative Assembly in 2005, where I've been fortunate to contribute to most of our historical Total War releases.
I'm sorry, what?
From
I can hear
Medieval
you,
2
but every
all the
time
way
you
up to
speak,
Free
it alternates
Kingdoms.
between I
And
can hear it
today,
and then I can't hear
I'm
it.
absolutely
I think
thrilled
maybe your
to be
mic
here
switching
as the
between
game
like
director of our
condensed
next
and
major historical
dynamic,
title.
maybe?
The franchise was created not only because of our love
turn my
of
game down
strategy
by about a
games,
quarter. See if
but
that
from a
does any better
deep
for you.
love of history.
Yeah,
From
turn
the
it down,
very
I'll just
beginning, our
scream
goal
at
has
it.
been to
I'll
bring the
scream at
past
this thing.
to life in immersive, authentic worlds,
Big
giving
camera,
players
sorry.
a chance to
Official
relive
chat,
and
let's
reshape
go.
it in a way
Don't worry, let's
only
turn off the
Total War
audio.
can.
He'll convey the
We
meaning
know that
through his
same passion
eyes.
for
Look
history
at them.
lives
They're
in our
glowing with
community.
purpose.
You've been asking for a return to the roots of what made historical Total War so special, and that's exactly what we're setting out to do.
Okay.
So today,
Look how giddy he is.
we're
This is
proud
very
to reveal
wholesome.
the next chapter in Total War's historical legacy.
This guy's
It's a
actually
game
excited
we've
about this.
dreamt
He
of
looks-
making for a very long time. This is more than just a new game. It's the rebirth of historical Total
I
War.
wonder what it could be.
We rule by by divine right.
It's Medieval 3, isn't it?
Yeah,
It has
must
to
be.
And yet, our realm
It's Medieval 3,
is
baby.
far from holy.
Oh my god, the chat is going crazy.
Crazy. Wait,
It's
is
really
that?
Welsh.
The army's weak.
This is actual real
Red.
people. I mean, if this is CG,
No, right
No,
now.
this is definitely
I
not.
can't tell if it's CG or not.
What would really
This
help
is
nail
real.
it is
These
if
are
there was
real.
a person and then a person behind them.
It spins around the throne, there's someone behind.
Oh god, I'm so desperate for it to happen.
Only when our enemies lie dead.
Patience and time
It-
will
it
beget
must-
our gain.
He's
We
well
are
shot.
stability.
I'm not used to this.
Dignity and authority.
I mean, it's not a dung beetle, though,
We
is it?
bear the weight of pain.
That was a pretty
And
epic
of
way to
defeat.
start Pharaoh. Here's a
Greatness
literal
shall
piece of
ever
shit.
define us.
And we shall never be
Everyone's hoping
forgotten.
for Thrones Britannia too.
Oh, brother, I'm sorry.
So,
How will you shape your realm? How will
you
make history.
make
History.
Are these real, are these real people, or is this...
No, it has to be real people.
really good. They got to be. I mean, I don't see how that couldn't be real people. That was gorgeous.
Medieval 3 is so good. How can you guys sit there like, is this real people? Is this?
Yes, Medieval 3 is real. So many of you have
riled
long
up after
desired to
that
see
video,
Go on
it's
so far.
crazy.
and today we're thrilled to confirm that it's in early pre-production. The Medieval series holds a special place in the hearts of many, and this game will be both a tribute to its predecessors and a bold step forward. We're drawing direct
Rebirth
inspiration
historical
from
Total
what
War.
made
That's
those past
recognizing
games
they
unforgettable,
maybe need
and
a
for it
little
to
bit of
herald
working,
the
too.
rebirth of historical Total War. Our vision for the game is ambitious but clear. We want Medieval 3 to be
It's
the
releasing
definitive
next
Total
week.
War experience
Oh my God,
set
if they
in the
did that.
medieval era.
If they
A
did it
game
in
where
the,
you don't just relive history,
Bethesda,
you
it
rewrite it.
releases now.
In gameplay terms, that means choosing your realm, forging your
This must
legacy,
be like the
and
main
altering
menu
the course
music
of history
for
with
it
a
as
level
well.
of player agency we have never achieved before.
Oh,
in a
the
Total War
Medieval
title.
2 music was...
Now,
They just
It's
declared
we're
it
in
early
early
pre-production
pre-production
for
with Med
Medieval
3,
as well.
and we're announcing early
wow,
to
that's-
take you
that's
on a
rough.
development journey with us, where we can
Unless they're
via
Elder Scrolls
blogs
in,
and
like,
other
15
updates.
years.
We've never announced something this early before, and we are excited to engage with you throughout this journey. We have
Yeah, that's
started
gonna be
to
like
build the
2028.
foundation for Medieval
That is
3,
rough.
and over time, we will be able to share
Oh,
more
I ain't got
about the
that,
game
Chief.
as it comes to
I
life.
thought there would be a little bit
There's a
further
lot
along
more
with
to
it
come,
than that.
and we can't wait to share it with you. So
Oh
let's
my
dive
god,
in and
who's
meet
that
some of the
handsome
team.
man?
What? He looks familiar.
Everyone in the world is like, what?
And I'm
Is this
excited to be
Muppets?
integrated
This
with
is
the
such
team
a
making
surprise
Total
for you
War
as well.
Medieval 3. I've been covering Total
Is
War
that
on
also
YouTube for a
CGI,
number of
man?
years now. I have a degree in archaeology from media,
Really?
and I can't wait to meet you guys. So can you introduce
I'll
yourselves?
watch this. Have not seen
Hey Cody, my name is Live. I'm the creative director on Total War Medieval
Blend a
3.
bit into the background there.
I'm Luke. I'm a senior game
It's
designer on
wonderful.
Total War Medieval 3.
I was asked to bring
People
two
have been
shirts.
asking
One of them
for
was
Medieval
purple, and the
3
other one was
since
blue. And I
probably
had
the
to
day
ship them
after Medieval
all the
2
way around the
released.
world
What does it feel like to
to
finally
and they
announce
told
this
me go
game that people have been looking forward to for so long?
Yeah, I mean, it's super exciting, also a bit intimidating, but really
Those Swedish
exciting.
colours you're
And,
walking as well.
You know, in fact, this
Well,
is really
the
the
idea was
game
this is
that
an
a
early
lot of
medieval
us
color palette, so I was
came
going with that particular
join
color of
CA
blue
to
and
really
that
be
particular
part
color
of.
brown
I
and
was
yellow,
dreaming
'cause it
about making
falls
this
within the
game
color palette
one
of
day.
anything
I remember when I joined in
that would be inside
2016
the game.
first, I was crossing my
Clearly it
fingers
just
and
matches the
hoping that
ocean,
this
so.
would be, please let it be Med 3. So this is it, right? This is
Just
our
be honest,
magnum opus.
I'm not there to be looked at.
Over the
I'm
years,
there
of
so you
course, we
can listen to
toyed
them.
with the idea of making this game. It really feels like
just
now
look
is
so
the
much
right
better than
time
them, though.
for it.
Here's a tiny bit of
Medieval
string
3
to
is, of
just, like,
course,
get
the
you
sequel.
I'm pretty loyal. I start every warm-up with a pass from the same guy. And I shoot from the same spot. What's up, Steph? What's up, Curtis? Every time. So you can imagine how good something's got to be to get me to switch.
Can't beat it, can't beat it, can't beat it, come on.
Follow your dreams. With up to 597 miles per tank, the new Subaru Crosstrek Hybrid. Dog tested, dog approved.
The Subaru Crosstrek Hybrid and Forester Hybrid, part of our growing family of Subaru hybrid vehicles.
Just try believing all this power in your frequency. All these doubts may have it shaking, but what's learned was never needless.
Extra aroma, extra sensual,
Extra dose. Born in Roma Fragrances. Valentino.
It's got to check for people behind other people.
You're creating everybody else now, right?
Saying is the Holy Roman Empire, will you be able to unite the empire,
So
or
you can't see
will you
between
perhaps
cuts,
accelerate the
which clearly they've had to
fragmentation
cut around me on this
and
one.
form an
I
early
apologize
kingdom
for
of Germany?
Is that, you know,
and it's not just about your own realm, it's also about what happens to all the realms in the world. In your game, if the Byzantine Empire
right in the middle
falls,
of what they were saying. One
what
time I
will the
kind of picked my
consequence be?
nose. I just looked at it.
And what about the world
Just to-
itself and
just
the
to keep it
people that
loose,
live in
you know,
it?
because this
What
is super
about
serious.
Established dominance.
the
Like,
dynamics
this
of
is a legitimate
urbanization?
film set.
What
Like, they were
about the
filming
medieval estates?
game
How
show
will the
next door,
world
and
develop?
occasionally you could hear people
So we
cheer.
want medieval
Cody
creatures to
older
be
than
that
everybody else
ultimate
now, by the way?
canvas, to tell your own story and to rewrite history.
It was a crazy set.
So you're talking
Where
about
was
medieval era, but that can be quite wide
undisclosed
or
location.
smart
Just
era,
that one.
depending on who you ask. So when you say medieval, what do you mean in this game?
I
What's
said
the
it's like
setting?
the big film
I'll
studio
say we
outside
haven't
London
fixed
that
the
everyone
start
films
date
that.
yet,
What is that?
But we know
Oh,
that, like Medieval
interesting.
2, we want to set the game in the sort
That's
of
gorgeous.
high to late medieval period, 12th to 15th
So they're starting high and
century,
late. So
maybe a
typically
little bit
medieval games start in
inside.
1066.
And
'cause
I've
they're
always
on
felt like
conquest,
the
but
high
to
and
late,
a little bit of the
high
late period
starts roughly
is really the most recognizably
1200s,
true
so right at
medieval
the end of the
period.
Second Crusade.
It has all the stuff that you might expect to find, like knights
Yep,
and
Second
castles.
Crusade,
It has
Saladin,
crusades,
Grumblers are the Lion
plague,
Heart and
of
all that.
course. There's the big names
It's
like
been
Barbarossa,
months since
Saladin,
this was filmed. I
Eleanor of
legitimately do not remember
Aquitaine,
what
and
anyone
of
said.
course Richard the Lionheart.
At the time,
in the east you
all I
have
heard was
these
a
rising
ringing in my
powers, the
ears,
Ayyubids,
and I was
the
like,
Mamluks, the Mongols, and later the Ottomans. And then in the
I'm not
west
proud of
there are these
myself.
sort of slow and steady
You're
kingdoms
looking
forming
very
and
fly.
gaining power like France.
Yeah,
and
I
steel.
decided to overdress.
And then in
can
Central
always,
Europe,
like,
the Holy
unbutton
Roman
as needed.
Empire is mired by civil war, and the
I
Italian
wish
free
you just
city
slowly
states
unbuttoned more and more as it went
forming
on.
sort
Just
of
every
bullish
shot back to
trade
you just more
empires
disheveled.
and stalking the Mediterranean.
Well, I mean, if I look
And then
at my
there's the
armpit, you'd
sort of
slowly
somehow
see a,
still
an
heartbreaking
expanding map
fall of
the weapons
the Byzantines, the
of
East
the
Romans,
United States.
first at the hand of the Christians in the
I really
14th
hope they
century,
have
and
they keep the
later
screeching
defeat
women.
by the Ottomans. So it's a really rich and vibrant period.
I like some of
and
the
I think it's
historical
a,
units.
it's
They
a
can
great
be kind
setting
of
for
fun
us.
if they're done right. So
I'd like to see it sort of as a
I mean, I'm
chaotic
scared that
world
they're gonna
where people are
forget that
trying
they're
to
supposed to be fun
establish some
games
sort of order
and they're not
onto
just
it.
accurate.
So rulers are trying things out. They might be new things or old things that could be an economic system or a military
As long as
strategy.
people have
or a
sharp
political
sticks to
gambit.
throw.
And they don't really know if it's going to work, but they try it anyway. And I find that really compelling. You see things
Dude,
like
it's my dream as
brotherhood
well.
and
Corner.
oaths of
I've had
fealty.
that.
Naval combat's no good
Chivalry,
unless you've got
creating
guns,
these
that's
sort
the
of
problem.
bonds that hold society together.
Have
So
they-
it's also a world
have
of
they
promise.
fight navally in
And those
medieval
promises are
times?
set in the context
exactly
of
like you think
people's
they
personal
did. I mean,
ambitions.
honestly, there's
The
a lot
result is
more
often just carnage
things like
and
that.
what
You know,
that
you pull
setting
your
for
ship
total
up, you
war game.
shoot at them, you throw at them.
It sounds like you're talking
cannons
about
on ship.
the
I mean, they had
realm
cannons on
almost like
ships
as it's a
by
person
the
itself, not focusing on
1300s,
individuals, but as
pretty much. I
managing
mean,
the
really
whole
were
kingdom.
I mean,
Yeah, I think for us it was really important to
throw fire on,
lean
shoot
into the
fire.
fact of that long time
Even they were
period
like,
and
God, this ship
progression
combat's
and the amount of
boring until we've got
change that
cannons.
happened
Let's
in
quickly
period.
tech rush
One
cannons,
thing
and then we can have
we
some fun
discussed
naval
was
stuff.
how in that time period, in the medieval time, there wasn't really the notion of nationhood or nations or states. But really, at the end of the medieval era, we are entering that realm of possibilities where you have something like nations forming. So it's really about these medieval realms finding themselves and
The
defining
note, like, these were two of the
themselves in
nicest,
that era.
most knowledgeable,
and
polite
it seemed like a
guys
great
I've ever
backdrop to
spoken
give players that
And
authorship.
I cannot compliment them enough.
not
Like
just
when they
in
walked
a
in, they
single
each had a
lifetime of
stack
a
of
ruler,
books,
but really
6
in a
deep,
line of
and they immediately
succession,
started trading
that
books
leads
they
to
had read
the
over the
entire
weekend.
era.
They're like,
And
oh
these
yeah,
great
no, we got to
dynasties
talk about
draw
that in here. 'cause it's
inspiration from,
interesting
whether it's the
part that comes up.
Plantagenets
I
or
mean,
the
it's just-
Capetians. And
you
I think
were talking like,
one
you know,
of the
Pab was on there a minute ago,
really
was talking
nice
about,
things
you know,
about this
such
project
passion
is going
for what
back
he's
to
excited
total
for. It's
wars
so
that
clear
run
that these guys are
across
the same way, and
decades
they're
and
doing this, they want
centuries
to do
rather.
it.
The new
smaller
ones
or
will
shorter
be
period of
announced.
time. It gives us
You know,
enough
I
space
combed
to
my hair to
talk
the
about
left, thinking they
these
were going to have
grand,
me
sort of
on
slow-moving
opposite sides,
historical
so my
Oh, yeah,
giant
you're
bald
using
spot
it,
wouldn't
as well
be
as
the camera.
the really sort of spiky moments,
They
the
really wanted to catch
drama
that, didn't
and
they?
the excitement
It did, just
of the events that happen.
reflect off the third
One
line.
thing we sometimes
Balak
talk about is
Harkin.
how we
Balak
want
is
the
who you're
game
thinking,
ultimately
yeah.
to feel very different in the early parts of your game versus the end. You know, we want to create an experience where 150 years in, you look back at the achievements and maybe failures and tragic moments and traumatic turn of events as part of your
And everyone's
game.
going to ask us, why didn't you
how the
ask
world
more
has
questions?
changed,
I was like, well, originally I had a bunch of
partially
questions written out,
under
and they
your
sort of
feather,
like
but also
worked them into
partially
their
just,
answers.
through the
So that
events
way I
of
was
the
talking
sandbox.
less, because let's be honest, you're not there
which
for
is
me.
really compelling
so.
for a Total War game.
You gentlemen have both obviously done a tremendous amount
Should
of
just
research
ask, where
for
do I
this
put
game
my
and can
feet?
draw upon that at will.
You should
But
have
how will
just
that
put, like,
history
your feet on your chair and just
help
start,
inform
like-
the gameplay experience?
I'll go bold here and say I don't.
So
think
you were
there is
allowed to ask your
gameplay
own
without
questions, so they
history.
didn't know, like, here's the
Whether
questions
you're
you're
making a
going to
fantasy
ask.
game or a sci-fi game.
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
historical, chances are that part of that
like they were
draws a
super
parallel
cool,
to the
sat
past.
down, walked me
So
through
that might be a
everything they were
cool
working towards, like, hey,
weapon
here's what
or
we wanna
a
go for.
unit or a
How
whole
can we
feature set.
present this in a way that we
But
get the maximum amount of
probably
information
is
out in the
inspired from
shortest amount of
history.
time.
And I think that's
So
what
it's
makes
like
those
15,
gameplay
20
features
minutes.
feel
Like,
really
cool,
fun to play.
let's
It's
chart a course,
satisfying.
and then,
They feel
you know, doing
believable.
everything
They're
I can to help
grounded. They're
them,
real,
get through
even
there.
if they're a little bit
It's, you know, like-
fantastical. I think one of the cool things about working on a medieval game is that we have access to all these great sources, these manuscripts, these treaties and agreements, pipe rolls, artifacts, or the work of other historians that we can really draw on.
Yeah, that's different
And that
progressions for armor,
directly
and
goes
that
into
is
the
Paris.
content of the game. So that might be the weapons or the
That's the
armor, the
Ile-de-France, and
buildings.
that is definitely made to be a
we all
siege
love
map.
it when a TV show or a game gets the details just
Oh, it's
right.
really good,
I think
yeah.
we also kind of love it a little
Yeah.
bit when they get it wrong
That was
too.
some really good key art.
But I think
because
we
you
can
see
say
where
that
the
we
lanes are from where the
want to make
armies
the
are
most
marched in, but
authentic
it's like
Total
so
War we've ever
specific.
made. And
It's
that
so-
means going
it
beyond
still
the content.
feels
It's also
accurate
about
in a
looking at
way.
historical relationships. So when you play our game, we want you to feel like you're in medieval shoes.
What's interesting
that
is
the
like they're not trying to make
problems that
Crusader
you're
Kings
facing
3.
are
You
the
get that
problems medieval
impression. It's like
people
these are not
faced,
individuals,
and that
but not
the
nation states.
tools
It's
you
like
have to
it's
solve
somewhere
those
between, like,
problems
they're trying to chart
are the
their
same
own course
tools
there.
that they had as well. So we look at the core systems of the game, like the
It sounds like
economy
they're-
or the
They're
recruitment,
not going to go for
characters,
painting the map.
buildings. And we think, okay, why did
you
why
don't
did
get
these
that
work in the
impression.
way
It's
that they
definitely-
did in the medieval
I
period?
mean, I suppose you could like anything,
Taking
but you know,
recruitment as an
playing
example,
small,
when you raise an
playing
army in our
long,
game,
you know,
we
really
want it
trying
to
to develop
feel
an
truly
empire is
medieval.
definitely a possibility. of what you're
And
intending
where did
to
medieval
do there.
armies come from? Well, there aren't really standing armies, like in the modern day at least. It's probably
And it's funny because, you know, I was really
more
thinking,
from oaths of
you know,
fealty
they're going to be
from-
pitching
from
something that's basically
vassals
Three
to their
Kingdoms,
lords.
but it's
So
not. It's like
we
using
want
some
you
of
to
the
feel
systems,
like you're
but there's
raising your
obviously some
banners,
changes
like
that
you're
have
mustering
happened.
your forces or summoning the prince electors. And of course, it's not a PhD thesis, it's a game, and the fun definitely comes first.
Such a good answer.
But if we can
Nice.
inspire people to look into history because of our game,
That's the, I mean, the
maybe
people
learn
that
a
make
thing or
this
two,
are
I think
absolute
that would be
dorks for
great.
history. That's the
And
reality of this.
I got
is
into
that,
history
like,
because of Total
You know, I
War,
brought
so
them a
it
book
would
from
be
my
great to
personal
replay the
collection
flavor.
when I met him. I'm like, hi there,
Yeah, I
try
think they
this book. I'm like,
ultimately
oh,
set
great,
out
here, have you read this
to make
book?
the
No, I
ultimate
haven't. He's like, swapped
medieval
books for
strategy
my
sandbox,
This
right?
was
And
really awkward,
for that, the
so much fun.
simulation of the medieval world is really important. And
I guess
like
they have to be
you were
passionate
saying,
because they're definitely not getting
the
paid very much.
representation of the forces
Maybe
and
they just bought a
dynamics,
bunch of
that's
books
really
because
key.
they knew they was customary
It's
for
absolutely
Americans.
important to get, you know, the armor
Like,
right and
because
the
some
details
people
on the
are trained.
helmets,
Here you have a
but
book
really
as well.
capturing the forces and dynamics that moved the world at the time and making sure the player feels them and interacts
Looks almost like Shogun
with
2,
them.
and it's
That's really
a more open
our
map
key
with,
goal.
like specific things you can
There's
attack.
so much you guys are juggling to get right in here. And there's so many cool elements that clearly are building on things from the past and looking at them in completely new ways. But what's the one key element you're really looking at to focus on here for your team?
I think that's a really interesting one to pin down because there's so much excitement and passion in the studio and team for Medieval 3. There's a great anecdote where
So there's a
we were
version of this
sharing
interview
some concept art
where
with
that
the
man is
wider
able to
Total
do
War
this
team,
entire thing
and a concept
for
artist
10 minutes
presenting
straight
some ideas
without a
around,
single flub.
the upgrades of armor.
And at the end of it, I was
and
just like in
how,
awe. I was like, how did you
more better
perfectly
techniques
go
and
through
more
your
expertise
entire
in
script
armor
without
creation
one
could
flub,
be represented
when I could
visually.
barely get through a
And I got this
sentence
huge
without
message
myself.
books and then he
from someone not actually
practiced
working
entire
on
weekend.
this,
And memorized them. Like,
explained
it's
to
just
me
like,
the
geez Louise,
details
man.
of plackening and how it was done and what the benefits of it were. So a lot of passion in the wider
My
Total
axe
War
is the only
team,
one who has trouble
that we
hearing
want to
Cody
draw
now.
from.
Like, if
But
anyone is out there
if it
can
comes
tell
to
me like how
down
that
to one
feels.
thing, I think it would be to create that sandbox, to really bring the medieval world to life, to give you the option to interact with this world, feel the forces that were at play at the time, and really feel like this is truly a medieval game where you get to rewrite history the way you want.
And that's Total War Medieval 3. Thank you to the development team for coming out today and revealing this truly astounding game that I think we're all excited to see be developed in the
Thanks,
future.
John.
Obviously, it's
Well done,
early
Cody.
days, but we can look forward to
Good
these
job,
updates as
Cody.
they come out.
I don't
and
remember
allow
that
you to
bit.
play a game where
I
you can
had to do
truly
that last
rewrite
bit
history.
probably 20 times because I kept bringing up because that camera is moving away the entire time, so your eyes
Right.
have to get while it moves, and you also have to remember what you're going to say.
Getting to work
I
in
was
Total
supposed
War,
to say the
it's like
slogan
nothing
for Medieval
else.
3, which
Working
was,
on Total War is definitely
rewrite
an
history or
experience.
whatever.
It's different every day.
It's never boring.
By the way, working on Total War is an absolute dream come true.
I think I just saw Josh. I can't
Yeah,
tell.
there
The
was
franchise
Josh.
is so close to my heart.
I like to solve
Did he
problems
ask
and
for a
Total
cornetto?
War. throws endless amounts of design problems.
It just look at Total War's great, and then you can just see the outline of the Kalashnikov behind him.
And the world they're building makes it a really excellent place to be.
Coming into work where I get to write about the Crusades
the
one
Ferrero
minute,
Rocher ice
and the
cream?
fantasy
Yeah, he still has a
apocalypse
share,
the
that
next
bastard.
is like nothing else.
Making Total War games feels like just bringing that fantasy, that imagination to life.
Yeah, I mean,
And
like
the games
now,
are always
afterwards,
challenging.
I'm kind
but
of
the challenge is
realizing
something that we love
it's
to tackle.
really
It's a franchise that has taken us in many
really
different places.
difficult.
So nothing
That's
to
the thing is,
say.
like, I was
really
thinking about
great
it
to
today.
be
It's like
part
my
of something
16-year-old
that
self
means
playing
so
Medieval
much to
1
so many people.
would be like, I'm sorry, in
But,
24 years,
yeah,
you're going to be doing
I don't know.
what? You're going to be announcing Medieval 3?
It
Like, nah, you're
combines
full of shit. I'm like,
strategy
yeah.
gaming
Isn't
and
it the
real-time
coolest, man?
battles like no other game.
It's this unique
I was thinking about that
mix
this morning. I
that
was like,
no real other game kind of does it the same.
You really kind of get that view as if you're a god looking at this world.
It's all interactable and you can manipulate everything in the world.
Also, it gives you that real immersion, so then you can like follow that through line all the way down to like an individual soldier. You're zooming in on a battlefield.
I mean, it's the
feel like you're right in there with the troops, and then with the campaign side, you get a lot of the gameplay and the strategic side of elements.
I really hope they like make it nice and
Just a
deep.
very cool, nice synergy that works really well.
Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? 40k? Is it 40k? 30k?
No, we're definitely leading up to something here.
And not many other games can say that.
We have people who are
Come on.
interested in history, in strategy, and of
Monsters
course,
good at learn to appreciate the edge.
It's the ultimate time machine.
Remember,
I appreciate it, but I just want it to finish.
We're a little bit after. We're a little bit after.
How does it feel to work on a game franchise that is 25 years old?
Randy there.
Exhausting.
It is crazy to think how that it's 25 years since the
Is
first
that
Total
better,
War
Envy?
game.
That's pretty special.
This is the first time I
25
knew
years is a long
anything
time.
like this, so I appreciate every audio input, and I try to fix it as much as I can.
Like his beard gets a little bit longer and more majestic every time he releases a game. Like he adds another band. That's how he charts the growth of his games. Is he able to put another rubber band?
It's actually true because I met that dude in Germany 2018. Has sushi with him, and he didn't have a. I think he might have had like a start of a knot or something on it.
But also, we need to move forward and do new things and innovate.
So we have a responsibility to keep it true to what makes Total War so special, but also carry it into the future and keep delivering new epic experiences that are going to stand the test of time.
I'm going to blow.
Thing to be able to be part of something that has such a long and lasting legacy.
And it's stood the test of time. It's one of those great franchises.
Few games get to celebrate that milestone, and this game happened to be something very special.
Yeah, the beginning
and it
of
also
what?
feels like it's not just a milestone and it's getting older, it's just the beginning of something new and where we're going next.
We all together as a team.
And then behind this
bring it to
symbol,
the
you'll see
future.
the symbol of. Oh, please tell me there's someone behind him. Come on.
Come on.
He reveals the game
What is
behind
it?
him.
What is it?
And that almost brings us to the end of our anniversary showcase. And what a celebration it's been. 25 years ago, we set out to build a strategy experience unlike any other. What began as a single game has grown into a franchise full of unforgettable moments which have been shared by tens of millions.
Whoever's behind him
of
is going to be the
players
one that announces it, right?
Today we've celebrated that legacy
Come on!
by announcing a return to
If
one
it
of the
does it
most
again,
beloved
I'm
eras in
not
Total
gonna be
War
able to
history
take
with
it.
Medieval 3. And we're preparing for the Cataclysm with the Lords of the End Times DLC and the End Times update for Warhammer 3. Few games get to celebrate such a monumental milestone, but we're eager and excited to spend many more years.
Yeah, imagine if
with
it's
war.
just me behind him. Just,
When we say
like, it's just me, just like doing a little dance and then just
Whether
leaves
you're
without
playing
saying
our
anything.
games, watching our newest trailers, submitting bug feedback, or commenting Med 3 when on every social post imaginable, all of this contributes to creating
Alright,
the
Mr.
bedrock
Nintendo,
of
come on
Total
behind him.
War's
No! What a waste.
Finally, before we end today,
See, this would have been much better if you
we
were
have
stood
one
behind
last
him.
thing to share.
Ooh, one last thing to share.
Nothing.
Hi everyone, I'm Attila, game director on the next major title being developed at Creative Assembly. Whilst we are
Attila
not ready
too.
to unveil the project in all of its glory, it represents
It's fair
one
on
of the
two.
most ambitious games we have ever worked on as a studio, and we can't wait to share it with you. We would like to invite you to tune in to the Game Awards on December 11th to watch the world premiere announcement trailer for our next Total War title. After
So
that
we get
moment,
nothing?
we look forward
I mean,
to
you get the
sharing
knowledge
more
that it's going to be
Once again,
on,
There will be
from
a
all of us
trailer of
today,
something.
thank
which
you.
is a nuts place to advertise something. Those are really expensive commercials on the Game Awards.
Jeez, I really, yeah, I thought it was, but you know what?
On edge.
I'm super hyped for end times. Look at that, Valak coming in there, Neferata. The model for Neferata is so good as well, right?
So that's always been a really great design on her too.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh man, it's funny. It's like a lot, but you like want more because like they're starting to feed you. You're like, right? You goblin mode on this. Medieval 3. Are you excited?
I am very excited.
I just need 20 seconds because I've just been cock blocked. And okay. Yes, I am excited about Medieval 3.
You got it's tantric here, man. They're delaying that release until
what is the Game Awards anyway?
The 11th of December.
Sort of like the Oscars for video games.
Yes,
with
I
a lot
believe.
of money involved.
I believe it starts at 12:30 a.m. GMT. So
it's
won't be watching that.
Oh no, the naval combat will definitely not be a thing. Like in the End Times DLC, definitely not.
Oh yeah, no, there's no way they're adding that for Warhammer this late in the game. Also, I get there's a dedicated Warhammer naval game, isn't there?
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like that's running into some copyright stuff where like you can use one property but not the other property.
Yeah. So CA was talked about that a long time ago, where they were like, "Oh, can we use anything from that one? What is it called? Menace Sea Dog? No, I can't remember. But anyway, they said they could easily get the license for it, but they just chose not to because they want to focus on land battles.
Yeah,
it makes sense. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the naval combat in Warhammer. Like that's a whole extra thing.
Oh yeah, and as you said, like it's got to be the gunpowder and stuff like that, or it gets really. I mean, I was playing a naval battle in Thrones yesterday, and by the way, you trained art card way too well. I got bodied 0-3. I mean, it was like he beat me like he owed me money, or no, I owed him money. Sorry, other way around.
We went hard training for like 3 hours, and every time I won, I was like really gloating about it as well. So he was like really motivated as well. So I was like West Sexy, and I was like, I am West Sexy. Like, can you not stand as sexy? And he just had to listen for that for like 20 minutes. I was just beating him up with those. Oh really? Do you only have churls? Oh, West Sexy. So he was very motivated to win every single time.
I just spent our entire training session just throwing sharp sticks at Cody.
Monsters
it does me too.
Just so good. It's absurd. And he would tell me he's going to do it, and then he'd let me walk forward and then ambush me every time. There's a scene in my stream where I just melt down. I was like, I got nothing. I just crash out. I'm like, oh, fine. Whatever.
I mean, in Thrones Britannia, we didn't notice that berserkers are actually hilariously good. They were like surrounded. It's like, you made a mistake. Now they can attack in every direction.
They have a hidden buff. They're actually 2 hit points each. It doesn't say that anywhere. So if you know it, it's fun. But yeah, that's why they have half the normal unit capacity at 60 instead of 120.
Man of War, thank you. That's what it was called. That is
times both look really good.
Pre-production though on Medieval, that's going to be a long while until that one is out. I mean, if it takes a year to make 4 lords in a DLC.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, when do we figure the end times is arriving? Right. So they're announcing the end times. They look pretty far along.
I think they said it was summer.
Did they say summer?
I think so. I believe they said summer.
I think 6 months for that. That'd be great. Like that is, this one dropped just now.
Yeah,
6 months.
And then 6 months. But they said 6 months last time, and
yeah, but they've been working on this one for a while.
Yeah, so I would hope. Yeah, I mean 6 months seems. I mean that feels fine. Right, I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay.
I think it's gonna be so long that you just bought a new PC that hasn't arrived yet, and you don't think that will be able to play Medieval 3. Well, we all have our fears. That's just how it is.
I can't believe they put off the announcement until the Game Awards.
Yeah,
I'm genuinely quite angry about it. genuinely angry about that.
Think about it like that. I mean, whatever it is so big that one, they believe in it, that it will reach a wider audience through the Game Awards. They don't want us to move it through the showcase where it's just Total War people watching, right? So take that as a vote of confidence that someone's willing to spend a butt ton of money to get Jeff Knightley to go up on stage in his tight blue jeans and talk about it at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Mr. I am the games industry Knightley.
I thought it was Keeley. Jeff Keeley? Is it Knightley? I don't know.
I don't know. I just pulled that out of my butt while I'm trying to talk. It may be Keeley. Who's Jeff Knightley?
I don't know.
Maybe it's someone from Knight Fighter.
I really hope this is not.
It's like John Gallant is what his name is. It's got like different like synonyms for like a knight or something. Yeah, you know, we all like Adrian chivalry.
And by the way, Monsters, I'm sorry, Medieval 3 isn't good enough for you? That's a major announcement.
It's great. It's fantastic. I'm very excited.
It's like that teaser shot of Skyrim, though, Skyrim 6, like Elder Scrolls 6, where it's like, oh, it's a lovely landscape. It's not real.
It just feels like if they were going to go like, oh, it's out this like next year, I'd be like, cool, brilliant. And they're going like, we're in early pre-production. I'm like, well, there's no point getting excited about that. I can't, like, my attention span isn't that long. I need, you know, I need more stuff. I need flashy stuff. And plus, I've been waiting for the
video, they
40K announcement.
It's in pre-production, and their intention is to keep doing like update blogs. CA has been mixed with communication previously, but the idea is that, you know, you're constantly getting a drip feed of stuff is what they were implying. So
but that's also good because then you also get like market tests for stuff as well. So you're like, oh, well, we're working on that. And people are like, that's awful. And it's like, why wouldn't you be able to make fish rain? And they're like, well, it's not very accurate. And they're like, nah, maybe it's not. And then maybe they'll change it.
Yeah. I'm thrilled though, because I love Medieval 2, and when I played it in the Clash, it plays like arse now, and it would be nice to have a nice fresh medieval game with, you know, proper, and plus like having the new engine and stuff is very exciting. I think those destructible buildings were great.
Destructible castles on that. I mean, imagine trying to defend a village and you're holding points in a village, like you have yourself wedged between two buildings, and they destroy one of the buildings, and then attack you. There's a lot of cool options with that tech.
Yeah, until you realize that in like medieval settings, it's like they're like, bring in the battering ram, they're between the farmhouses. Like, slam, slam. And the knight's like, ah, shucks.
You tell the battering ram to attack the gate. They take it up to the gate opens, they push the battering ram through, the gate closes, and the battering ram to the other. So they all start pathing up the arse ladders that they put up against the wall, and you lose the will to live.
That's Looney Tunes shenanigans.
The unit weight and mass. They haven't used unit weight and mass since Medieval 2, really, since they switched over to the gunpowder stuff. But the idea that when one unit pushes against another unit, like there is an idea that like a small number of weak guys can't infinitely hold a gate against strong guys. Like they're just going to be pushed out of the way, even if they're not all dead. You know, I'd love to see more stuff like that coming in.
But to be fair, there's like more stuff later on as well.
Cavalry charges going on to spears and pikes and stuff, which you're going to get in the 1400s. So it's like, what does that look like, you know?
Yeah, hopefully it's going to be more reminiscent to Three Kingdoms charges than Warhammer. Warhammer has the weakest charge damage, I think, they said, of any Total War game.
I think it's an if. It's an if. So have you played Age of Empires 4? I always give this example for people.
Yeah.
So knights, the French knight in Age of Empires 4 have a lance. And if you can get them far enough back and line up the charge and they get it to speed, they'll drop that lance. And if the lance impacts, it basically kills everyone. But then the lance recharges for like 2 or 3 minutes. You don't just get to infinitely do it because their lance broke, right? And that's something a knight would have to do, is go back, get a new lance, charge back in. So the idea that it could be a powerful charge if it's the perfect conditions of bang on at full gallop right into them. But otherwise, it's a wet noodle, which is so much of what happened during that period.
Those things are always like what I give as examples for like how you adapt realism poorly, because it's always like, no, it's not like they're just gonna fall down and not die from the cavalry charge, or they're not gonna break or anything like that. But instead you have this axe that's only gonna cut 3 trees and then it breaks. And then you're gonna have like 3 minutes of like swapping gears and like, no, where's my squire? My socks, they are too damp. I will have trench foots. You know, So it's like, what is fun about like which part of realism do you actually take? You were correct though.
I wrote a video, gosh, a year ago. I'm actually going to make it now, and I'm thinking about it, which was Total War, Total Realism. It's like, what if Medieval 3 was perfectly realistic? Turn 1, turn 1, day 1. Your lord has contracted dysentery. 2 minutes later, your lord has died. Tough shit. That's it. That's it. And he's got dysentery. He pooped himself to death. Nothing you can do.
I was just gonna say, like, literally tough shits.
Yeah. You have an army, you're walking along, pooping on themselves. That's it. They're done. Just like just like stuff falls apart completely. Meh. You're standing there, literally 1 arrow in the eye, your king's dead. Too bad. Because like you said, it's not
SURNG.
Yeah. It's like, nobody actually wants that. It sounds fun until you're in there, then you're like, no.
Got your super cool family member who's like been all over the place and then one day just shits himself to death. And then you're like, oh well.
Well, happens to the best of them, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they've got some like the ability to grow tall, because Total War games have basically been you just spread wide. That's all you do. You just spread as wide as you can. And I would just like some grow
first
tall.
I was thinking of you were like, I really hope you can grow tall, like me, like just you can eat a lot of meat and you can just
and then you can suffer from back pain in your middle ages, and that's
look, man. Not all of us can beat the model for the Kern giant. Like chalk up on the cliff sides.
I'm the model for the Etin.
like, how should I have it? What should I do with my strong arm? Can you guys tell me?
I do have very weak arms.
Oh man.
But yeah.
So what do we think is going to get announced?
Shut up,
This is the thing I like. Just because I was about Medieval 3, I have not been able to talk about Medieval 3 for 3 months. So you guys are going to have to deal with it.
You must have been just dying to tell people.
So I will admit that I told one person, which I was not allowed to do so. I went to a random game store in the middle of London shortly after it ended, and went up to a random person. I said, "Oh, you play like war games and stuff like this?" "Oh, I love Warhammer and things like that." I was like, "Do you know who I am?" I was like, "No, should I?" "Do you watch YouTube?" "Oh, I watch Nerd Rage and Monster stuff." Like, "Cool, you ever heard of Cody?" No. All right, cool. Well, in 3 months, these things are going to happen. And he's like, "Who are you?" "It doesn't matter. No one will." And then
no one's gonna believe you anyway.
That is so badass.
He totally.
Please tell me someone walked in front of you and then you disappeared.
That is actually hilarious.
Oh my god, I can't believe you told someone. That's horrendous.
Yeah, CA's legal team are going to batter down your door in a few moments.
Yeah. It was you. You told that employee. Do you know what we had to do?
You didn't know and they didn't know you.
They've been sending like letters to them. They're like, I know the next game. And then he's like starting to post like pictures, like flyers on different places. It's like, I can remove this in 20 minutes.
It's one of those things where I like every so often someone will come to me and go, "Do you know what the next Total War game is?" And I'll go like, "No, I don't. I don't talk to anyone." And they're like, "It's this," and give me a list of what the next. And I'm like, I've got so many of these. I could make. I don't know. I'm so confused now because everyone's told me everything, and I don't know what to believe.
I just always say like, "What do you think is the next one going to be?" I can't say. Wouldn't be able to say, man.
I just say I don't know. It's plausible deniability. I'm genuinely an idiot, so there's no point anyone telling me anything.
Wait, the chance are if they did tell me or you something, we'd probably forget.
Yeah, that's true. That is very accurate.
When I do receive rumors, they're all often contradictory. It's like, you see that building they were doing the test on right there, and that stone building. It's like that doesn't really look like medieval. It's like post-medieval looking. So it's like I wouldn't have.
Yeah, because they have a chimney and everything.
Building. Yeah, it's like, so what is it? What am I supposed to draw from that? I mean, we've all heard the craziest rumors for stuff in development. I mean, the Star Wars one. I mean, we were talking about that earlier. It's like, did you expect Star Wars to be?
Start every warm-up with a pass from the same guy. And I shoot from the same spot. What's up, Steph? What's up, Curtis? Every time. So you can imagine how good something's got to be to get me to switch.
Can't beat it, come on.
Follow your dreams.
with up to 597 miles per tank. The new Subaru Crosstrek Hybrid. Dog tested, dog approved.
The Subaru Crosstrek Hybrid and Forester Hybrid, part of our growing family of Subaru hybrid vehicles.
Hey, I'm making dinner plans for you tonight because you can get half off Domino's pizzas when you order online right now. Oh, and it seems like I figured out your dinner plans for the next few nights too. Oh, don't thank me. Thank Domino's.
One thing I've noticed about football fans is they all talk like the players can actually hear them.
Proud of you.
But when you have Geico Insurance, you'll always be heard.
There you go. That's how you run inside zone.
Anything for you, bud.
It feels good to be heard. It feels good to Geico.
Sometimes, you know, you could have done better. Same goes for where you invest. Level up and invest smarter with Schwab.
I'm the least likely cowboy you'll ever meet.
Oh, did you or did your parents? You said.
No, they didn't. They named me after him. I didn't name myself Cody.
No, I was like riding.
I shall
bulls and
name
stuff.
myself after the
Riding
boot
bulls.
cushion.
No. They broke both of them. My dad and my uncle both have like multiple broken bones from all that stuff. They're like,
Yeah, that's usually what happens. It's like when somebody says, "No, I've done horseback riding for like how this and that many years." Like, oh, how many times have I been to the emergency room? They're like 3.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's they used to try to get me on a horse all the time, and especially as a kid. And they bought me a pony, and ponies are viciously mean. That's just like a well-known fact. But the pony just ran away and then bit me, and it threw me off of itself. And I was like, yeah, I'm done. Just I'm good, thanks. Yeah, Medieval 3. I love the colors on it so far. It's not black and white and blue.
Yeah,
You know, it seems very vibrant.
Yeah, which I
mean,
love. I love
yeah.
Medieval the color palette. You know.
Yeah, because it was really vibrant as well. You just didn't have a lot of purple, basically, but you had a lot of other colors.
Have you ever seen the restoration they did at Dover Castle? There's like the 5 colors, like red, blue, green, yellow, and like those are like the main colors everywhere. And they're kind of trying to get that like the regality and the gold like through the images, which looks cool. But I love that Paris looked medieval, but not like stereotypical medieval in that image. You know what I mean? It had like the steeples over it and stuff. Like there was colors. It's not just like, you know, people dying in the street and dogs like chewing on them.
Did you ever play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Because that in cities and stuff like that. Well, I guess KCD 1 as well, where they actually have like pretty accurate cities as well with like a lot of color and stuff like that.
A lot of garish colors. You know, we consider it garish, but you know, at the time it's like it's a bright color, which is impressive out of itself. Yeah. And I think that games like Kingdom Come coming out, where they really focused on that, have really kind of changed the market a little bit, especially in the video game side. I think television and media obviously still hasn't caught up, but yeah. I'm really curious what the battles will look like on that one. I mean, the campaign map, you're going to spend 90% of your time on the campaign map, realistically, right? So it's like, how do you make those battles fun and impactful in a way that's going to feel interesting? And I don't know. We'll see, right? I mean, that's going to be the cool stuff. You know, how do you make the campaign map engaging if you play tall versus wide? So many questions. But the end times is very real and coming.
I'm so hyped for that. I've said so many times, and people have said I'm goddamn crazy in the comments for the podcast as well, so many times, because I'm like, all the cool stuff that people want is from the end times. It's from a different IP. They need to make like an end times DLC for this, because that's the only way you can get like Morghast. That's how you can get like the Storm Fiends. That's how you can get like all of those things.
So what new lore?
Yeah.
Is it Wallach or Luther?
Yeah, Wallach.
Luther's the pirate guy.
Wallach, yeah, Luther is the pirate guy. They're from the Harkoni tribe, I think. Plus, Wallach is the crazy knight dude, who's like.
So apparently, there's going to be 4 legendary lords, each from different races, and then a FLC.
Free, yeah. So all those
4 different races, all vampires.
Well, but technically they're different races.
And they said Wallach was. Did they say Wallach was the legendary hero or lord?
And he's kind of. He can be both, honestly. Like he's the leader of the Blood Dragons. Like they're literally named Blood Dragons after his order, right? But
so I guess the Gash would be his own faction, and then you probably got Wallach Harkon, Vampire Counts, Neferata, Tomb Kings.
I would love a Vampire Counts.
Oh no, Neferata would be vampires.
And then they were showing off the Titanic, what are they called? Chimeric Titan as well.
Chimeric
Really
Titan.
Cool. So
I
stuff
didn't
for
I
Tomb
didn't
Kings.
expect that, to be honest. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a goddamn cool thing.
So you got Nagash, Warlock, Harkon, and Neferata. Those are new. Those are 3 new ones we saw, wasn't it? Unless I'm
Morghast, yeah, the Lords.
Which means there's 2 more from 2. I mean, it could be something like they didn't show it, but might be Thankful or something.
Yeah, classic fan favorite when it comes to end times.
Yeah, as long as they have a function so he fails upwards all the time. It's just like makes everyone else hate him, and then just like gets a promotion anyway.
Every time you lose a battle, you level up.
So there's no good
they
guys.
showed Krell as well.
That. Yeah, well, Krell's sort of in there already.
Yeah, but he's not a Pokemon anymore, probably. Because they're like, go,
maybe. I mean, CA does like to go, we've added 15 new units. And it's just like Graveguard with, one of them's got a bucket, one of them's got a spade, one of them's got a tomato plant. It's like, yeah, these are all different units. They've just got different...
Excuse me, how dare you talk shit on the thrones of the champions of chaos, or whatever it was called, with like 400 new units.
I really want to see gone from Medieval 3 is that if it's an infantry, it's just infantry. There's no difference between sword, axe, spear. It's like, no, it's just infantry. Like maybe they have something unique about them, but like this, like the subdivision of that stuff can get so absurd. It's like, no, really, it's archers, infantry, cavalry, or maybe it's crossbows, infantry, cavalry, right? There's a functional difference between these two, but you're not going to equip a guy with an axe. That's not how it works.
You're just gonna find it just reminds me of that one nice like giant hammer, 25 kilos, something like that. He's like every time.
Legend, yeah. I mean, like the difference between a polearm and a spear is significant, right? Like you should feel that. Oh man, but end times. Is there any good guys that really oppose the end times that really we could see right here? Like anyone?
Yeah, like Ash.
Yeah,
Nagash is he technically fights on the good guy side.
Yep. Yeah,
he does not want Chaos
like,
to win.
Yeah, Chaos aren't winning. He's supposed to be the god, so he helps the Order dudes.
Yeah. Like Chaos is an existential threat. Like Nagash doesn't want the world to end, so when it comes down to it, he's like, "Well, I got to team up with the good guys."
I mean, to be fair, the Chaos don't want the world to end either. It's Archaon that wants that because he hates the Chaos gods. If anyone hates the Chaos gods the most, it's Archaon.
Yeah, he's such a whiny little bitch.
Dude, I love that.
It's like if your choice between a douche and a turd sandwich, screw it, it's in the world.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where, first of all, they raised Nagash with the curse of Cain as well, so he's a little bit depowered, so they can kind of control him, and then kind of control him, like basically they'll be able to stop him later, but well, not exactly either. It's more of a bad thing that just happens to happen, but basically they team up with him because it's better to just fight him afterwards, hopefully, as long as you're fighting that, because the world is in very, very bad state.
Grim dark friend.
Yeah.
So am I right in assuming that this end times campaign will be a separate thing to Immortal Empires, but then all these lords will also be in Immortal Empires?
It does sound like it, yeah. So they'll have like the end times campaign, and then probably like like normally Immortal Empires. Yeah,
that sounds pretty rad. I just hope the end times campaign isn't like a really condensed part of the map. It's like still pretty expansive.
It probably is. It's just that they probably have so many scripts and stuff like that needs to be triggered for like everything to be crushed, and it's like the leaks we talked about. For example, it had like a bunch of stuff happening, like Ult 1 syncing and other end times shenanigans. Where everybody said, "You're crazy! Don't cover leaks."
That's not going to get updated ever, like Realms of Chaos. It's like a toggle mode for Immortal Empires. Like you can toggle it into this mode or something. You know what I mean?
Maybe
the way
that would make more sense, to be honest. You can just because you can do that with the crises, right? You can turn it on or off.
Yeah.
And surely end times is just like the big mega crises.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean that's what all those are really. Is they're just trying to emulate the end times. Like I wonder if you get the Elven Civil War and stuff like that. Like, can you make Malekith the Phoenix?
You're two now. Somebody else saying here they hope they don't forget Palatine of Osrex and Bertrand the Brigands.
There are two of you.
There are dozens of us.
Like that's how important he was. He gets his own unique death. He shoots a Keeper of Secrets right in the eyeball, then it falls on him.
Oh yeah,
that seems anticlimactic.
Could he not like dodge roll or something?
Well, he's actually trapped on on the side of a tower, and like the tower falls down and it crushes him. And with his last breath, he shoots a keeper secret in the eyes because he's a bad.
Okay, well that's. I mean, yeah. If you shoot something in the eye and then it falls on you, that's
after
not.
You're already crushed to death. So
yeah, if you're already crushed to death, that's fine. If it's like a last gasp thing, that makes more sense. I just hope they don't forget. I hope they don't remove Skarsnik from the game, just because in the end times he did disappear.
Just
no, it
randomly.
doesn't. It doesn't just disappear.
No, there's no explanation. Skarsnik just removes from the campaign.
Yeah, it's just in the books. Suddenly, Skarsnik is not there anymore.
Yeah, he was, because it was supposed to be Grimgor was the guy of Mork or Gork, I can't remember which one, and Skarsnik was supposed to be the other one, and then Grimgor had this like big Grimgor scene, and then Skarsnik was just like, and Skarsnik was around somewhere as well, but we don't really. It's fine.
No, but no. So okay, so this is like one of those things that happens all the time. This is like one of those meme lore things that just has taken its own life, a life of its own, basically. So it's like, oh yeah, well Grimgor kicks Archeon in the balls. It's like,
yeah,
well, no, that doesn't happen. Like, but what happens is that
in forms of chaos, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then that kind of like became a thing. Like he does like walk away, but he has like a lot of reasons for it. Like it's an entire book of reasons, basically. Basically, he's fighting like in the end by Carrick 8 Peaks. Major spoilers, by the way, I guess.
It's been a while.
So they're fighting there, and he's like fighting these Skaven all the time. He's fighting Greenskins, and he's fighting no, not the Greenskins. He's the Greenskins, but they're fighting like the three of them. So dwarves are there as well, and Goddamn had his entire life trying to get this, these mountains.
I love how your chat is so used to this.
Yeah. So basically everything is just going worse and worse and worse, and then these goddamn Skaven demons are starting materializing, and he has like his Prada, so he's like, I'll just shoot you, I bet it's gonna hurt anyway. And this demon is like, touche. And he also realizes basically that he's the oldest goblin there is. He's way smarter, he's way better and taller and better like than every other goblin around. He has meticulous bookkeeping on everything. That's how he controls stuff, right? Because he's a goblin controlling orcs.
That's his skill, is like good bookkeeping.
Yeah. Actually, like he has a bunch of bookkeeping. He has like schemes. He knows like everyone's weakness. He knows who controls what. He keeps track of everything. He's like basically a mob boss, right? And then in the end, a Skaven nuke goes off and just destroys one of the mountaintops, and like everything is just goes to shit. Like the mountain is gone, and he just sees like, oh, Gobbler has died, and he literally like sheds tears for that. He's like the only orc in lore that like ever sheds a tear because they're sad they miss someone else. Like he actually was capable of love in the end, even, right? And he misses Gobbler.
Was his real power the power of love and friendship?
His all of his like life's work of bookkeeping gone. The mountain's gone, and he's like, maybe I should do something else. Maybe I should just walk off and be fucking old somewhere. Because none of the other goblins even know how to read or write. I can't train them to do anything. I can't do anything. Like everything is just gone. And you can just feel like this depression and loss, and he just walks off like fucking into the ocean or something. Like he's like
all the other characters in the world. Like, yeah, I shot a keeper of secrets in the eye of my last breath, and Scarcely went, no, I died of depression. I basically just got sad.
It's a great ending because like it is literally like
I needed
lost.
therapy.
He lost utterly, and that's like he's just no. The only way to win this one is just not to play.
End times is I gave up the will to live. It's done.
No, but like he goes and does something else because he's literally evolved enough to be this. Okay, look, it's not the best thing in the world. It's not the best and coolest ending, but definitely he didn't just disappear. Okay, there's an entire goddamn book of shit that just happens that just crushes his goddamn spirit eventually.
Yeah.
We're not here for your goblin fan fiction. I hate you, Donner. You shits.
He died.
I loved your goblin fan fiction.
It's not fan fiction. It's literally in the book. This is how it happens.
Debatable. I mean, sure, but I mean, the Skaven did kill basically everyone else. Everything was happening in the old world, and the Skaven basically just destroyed the rest.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Hobgoblins dealt with Cathay, didn't they? I mean,
together with
Cathay was
Grimgor.
already a thing.
I thought Grimgor kind of rolled up in there, and that was his.
Yeah, Grimgor like balls up everybody into a giant wall and just like takes over Cathay. So he's he got the ogres with him as well. And it's like very unceremoniously like, yeah, you know, what's the ogres are with him now. It's like,
it's like a bit of a rewrite, right? No, it's Cathay's an actual faction.
I mean, they probably won't rewrite the end, but it's just like any game that focuses on the medieval period. You've got Europe, and there's the rest of the world maybe, but we're not particularly interested with it, to be honest. Because
I mean, when you talk about medieval, I mean, they're defining specifically medieval Europe. That's a term for a section of Europe. Like China's got nothing to do with it. I mean, there's trade, but it's very ancillary. You know, there's like a point over there, and maybe someone's coming back with silk named Marco Polo. But like on a day-to-day basis, what does this is a really terrible saying, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. What does the average medieval person's life have to do with the price of tea in China?
That was immense. I loved that.
Have you never heard that one before?
I just liked how you rolled it into there with the medieval period. I was just like, yes, that's Cody all over. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I assume it's sort of like the Attila map. We'll get a lot of bits of North Africa because, obviously we're getting the Caliphate spreading across that time, the Reconquista, all the way out to medieval, at least the Levant. Do any of the Crusades reach as far as Baghdad? Because, I mean, like, you get your hordes coming in from the steppes in the Khanates and the Golden Horde, but again, they're an invading force, not something that's actually being interacted with.
I hope you can play as the accurate crusades as well. It's like, yeah, we're the Teutonic Order. You pay us here, and we'll just give you that. And then they go somewhere else, and they're like, well, you see, we can siege you if you want to, but you can also pay protection money, and we won't siege you if you want to. I mean, it does extortion if you have a choice, right? By the way, we killed your guards.
Knights Templar is a bunch of like trade guards would be astounding. Like it's like, oh yeah, it's almost like a hidden in Warhammer 3, where you can have like the subterranean base beneath the main base. It's like, there's a Knights Templar faction that's been established in your city.
Sorry,
it's
just humble bundle.
And it's like, you recruit from the population and cause all sorts of weird problems.
Or exclamation mark Warhammer, maybe?
Really weird.
WH3, maybe? Oh, actually,
that sounds good. I like being able to like influence the map without actually having to just expand.
Oh yeah, not
continuously.
It has to be exclamation mark humble bundle.
That stuff's really that stuff sounds cool to me. Like I really like that idea. Yeah, if Medieval 3 is a lot like that, I'll be so into it.
Increased importance trade. Any kind of stuff where being at peace is important and being at war is really expensive, and costly. Which encourages sort of a slower growth because of that, without having to beat you with a stick. Sure, you can raise a huge army. You're going to drive your economy right into bankruptcy if it'll take you years to recover. But that's one of those calculated risk sort of things. It's weird to me that in Total War games you're always in the green, you're never in the red, right? You're never encouraged to go into the red. Like it's like one of those like psychological things for the player.
Yeah, not anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Being in the red's scary.
I think it's where some of like the most fun campaigns are. Like occasionally when you're playing Chaos or Norska or something, you're just like in the red, but making that much money from constant battling that it does not matter. That's always fun.
You're doing that mental calculation. So I've got 4 settlements in a row right here, and I can loot all of them. So it doesn't matter how much money I lose for right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just kind of like, I have enough for 4 turns now. It's fine. I'll find something before then.
All right, are we recording a podcast today? Is that what's happening next?
I started recording about half an hour ago, so I've got most of the ramble, which is pretty much what we do.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to actually structure it, that's also fine.
I mean, I'm interested to talk about Tides of Torment for a minute, which came out today. If you guys want to beat around like that. I mean, it's everything kind of going on. I mean, Tides of Torment is sort of like, yeah, that happened. But this other stuff is so much cooler.
Yeah, we have recorded an episode on Tides, which should be coming out relatively soon. But if Cody wants to get his say in here, why not?
Go, Cody! Unleash.
Really? I'll do a proper intro later. I'm not doing it now.
Well, I mean, like I've actually played Sail, which I hadn't last time, so I actually can add that one as well.
Oh, wow, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
do
played
an
Sailor
excellent
before I
edit to
started,
splice it. Because I rendered it, I can splice this into the other one.
Perfect.
Oh my god, Cody! I thought you had concerns about the mask.
The Mask of Slaanesh.
Yeah, I thought you didn't like the cam.
It's fine. It's all fine. I mean,
It
there's
doesn't
so many
sound
aspects
fine.
of this are fine. I mean, that's sort of my review of it. Is it's fine. You know, Aislinn. I think Aislinn. Aslan. Sorry, Aislinn. Aslan. I messed that one up because I had a
Sorry, I
friend
call
named
him
Aislinn in
Alan.
the community, and her was spelt the same way. It was a lady who's
Ashlyn, I
Irish.
think it's
Yeah, and we call her Ash. Anyway, point is Aislinn. I think it's a really fun concept for a campaign, but there's 5 resources now, 6 if you're counting public
Same,
order,
Scotchy,
7 if
same.
you start counting like all the different like diplomacy stats. It's just like there was a point where I was like, oh, I want to unlock this next building for my campaign, and went to go click it, and it said, oh, you need to have blank. I'm like, okay, well, how do I get blank? Oh, it's in the tech tree. Oh, but to unlock that in the tech tree, I first have to get it through the Acer domination. I was like, if I'm having to go 2 levels deep through your encyclopedia to find the next thing, perhaps that's not really necessary. But thankfully, you can just ignore all of that and just go raid everything. It doesn't really matter. Sail actually was working really well. I was really impressed with how Sail played. That seemed like it was really fun. You know what little I was doing right there. But I think it works better for Norska with Wolfric. You know, Wolfric, the pillage mechanic really seems to be made for him to go and like get stuff and come back and give you that Viking fantasy, which is so cool.
Yeah,
and that's one
it's a
thing I'm
great
kind of
campaign.
sad about for Medieval 3 actually is that it's like, that's too late for the Vikings. Yeah. And I get why not. Like, I get why not. You know, everyone starts with 1066, but really the players everybody knows are Richard the Lionheart and Saladin and those guys in the 1190s. You know, and that's you got the full, you know, knights in armor and stuff. So.
As long as you get the Crusade, you'll have plenty of looting and raiding anyway.
Exactly right. The same thing by a different name. Let's be honest here.
It's always somebody who's like super duper naive who's like, no, they did it for honor and for God. They're like, yeah, buddy.
Nothing to do with mass redistribution and wealth at all. But
have you played the other too much, Cody? Like,
so I played the mask to figure out how the masks worked. I was like, oh, so it's an anti-infantry person with normal Slaanesh mechanics, and then you have like a dance thing where you keep dancing, and it's like a constant spell buff, and you just sort of customize your spell buff. And I was like, okay, fine, you know, great for Freelord. T'Challa I was playing a minute ago, and my initial thought was, wow, it's a giant snake lady who eats people and has thralls. There's fan fiction about this, I think. So why is this lady so popular?
I've written most of it.
Dude, when XCOM Chimera Squad got released, and they were like, in the future, do you know what they're doing? They have like snake brothels. It's woke. I was like, you don't think that would happen? Like, you don't think that would happen if there were snake ladies around? Like, it's like, are we like...
Like, you know, what do you think centaurs are? The centaur is just, you know, another type of, you know, coming in with all this centaur prowess. Like, man, the Greeks and Romans were not above the dirtiest stories you can imagine. Have you ever heard of priapism?
Do we want to?
The term is
Feel free to look that up, not on stream. But it's a satyr with a especially noticeable appendage who just like appears on like pottery and stuff and is like, here, hold this by my handle. But he's basically why they put the warning on Viagra commercials. Like, if it doesn't go down, you know, within 2 days, look up this guy. You know, that kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, T'Challa. Yeah, T'Challa. T'Challa's thralls mechanic reminds me of the slaves for the Dark Elves, which I assume is intentional. It's fine. Like I said, I think the reworks are the best part of it. You know, giving the High Elves more to do, making them bring them in line with everybody else. Norska's units are okay. We get a mid-tier Marauder, Bearman guy. We get a mid-tier horseman, mid to high tier horseman, then 2 magical units that I'm probably never going to use. Cursed Ettins are pretty cool though. I mean, what's Slaanesh get? Boob snakes and
Champions of Slaanesh and Slangors and
more
and
snakes.
stuff. But I really like the Kala stuff because you go there and you make a thrall camp, and like eventually you just run out of people, so you just go around like mine the place for people. Then it's like, you live in the pleasure palace now.
Well,
you thought pleasure for you?
So why don't you just instantly get them? Why do you have to slowly move them over turns and then remember to go back and convert
Logistics are hard, man. Sun Tzu wrote a whole entire book about it.
It's true, right? But they don't have Snake Lady Snicussi, like leading them out of the village.
No, but like if imagine this, you're high as shits and you're half a snake person, right? And you're like, I'm gonna move 2,000 people over here, and we're like, what, 35 snake people? Oh, look, there's Dave. He's licking the carpets again on the walls. Ah, yeah. I wonder what he's doing. And then you just go over there, you test those drugs. It's a week later. You don't know what's happening. So why does it take so long? What, you think they can build a queue? Like, you think they can like form an orderly queue over there? Like, oh, we're gonna march over there. Think they can find their way over there? It takes sobriety turns, man. Like it's like one or two dudes just ferry like 50 people. That's it.
I can see
it does.
You please, sir. You've made your case.
Yeah.
I mean, the building that sort of like sucks them up is basically like a carriage thing, right? So it's like we're transporting them. They're getting transported. It's just we've only got the one carriage because budget restraints, and we can only take, I don't know, at most 3 guys at a time. So you're just gonna have to.
You just have to work
it
out.
up.
Yeah, that's pretty good though. I was worried Sale was going to be too much like Changeling or too much like any other Zinj campaign, but it was actually pretty restricted, like pretty like contained mechanics over there on the left. And I love that it was a pop-out window on the left instead of a straight whopping UI that covered my entire screen.
Yeah, that you have to scroll through.
Tiny note, but just something that pops out to the side with an eyeball that follows my mouse. Genius.
It's probably the best UI that they've made in Warhammer 3 so far.
Yeah.
And it's just so simple.
Yeah,
like
because all the other
has so much wasted space on it.
Yeah. Well, all the reworks tech trees are like so much wasted space, and it's like more horizontal scroll bars. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I did like that the Norskin, like the conquest tree, the one where you have to kill 10 armies or whatever.
Yeah.
How all of it was set out like where the factions were on the maps. Like the Lisbon one was over on the left, Dark Elf one was over on the left, the Cathay one's over on the right. And I was just like, you know what? Someone had to sit down and actually think, where are we going to put these? And they came up with that. And I was like, you know what? That just kind of that feels pretty good.
Yeah, that's great.
I wonder if that's one of those that mentally you sort of think about them where they are, and so they found that was the easiest way to do that instead of like that. Hey, you know what doesn't work that way? The Empire. Every single time I go to select an Empire campaign, I can never find them because it says the Empire.
Yeah. Every single
You
time.
can do that for everyone. It's so stupid.
I really like Sale as well. He was cool. Been playing him now for a couple of days. I tried to like finish the campaign and get like the last settlement for the final battle, but what I didn't manage, so I'll have to go back and like do the last battle tomorrow. Start the stream. But he's cool. Definitely like super duper goddamn strong though. Like Jesus Christ strong.
Oh, he seems like I love that his tech tree is just like nothing for anybody else, but all magical buffs for him.
Yeah.
Only one person here is important.
Yeah, but then he gets like a bunch of ward save, regen, a mammoth, a bunch of like infantry killing stuff. It's just very, very strong. Sorry?
How'd you feel about the Night Maw as a spell?
I mean, it's pretty shit. My entire chat is just calling it the Limau Maw, like Lamau, but Limau.
Nice.
That's what they're calling it.
Isn't it basically just Wulfric's boat?
Yeah, but worse.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it got a whole trailer for an Abound spell. It's so weird. I was like, oh, so this is gonna be like a legendary hero, and it'll be like a superb caster / monster.
Well, I figured
no, it just comes out of a pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only one where I'm like, that could actually be a Pokemon. Yeah, Krell can't be, but Krell has so many cool moments as well in like one of the Gotrek Felix books where he's has like an undead wyvern as well. So he's like fighting Gotrek, and then as soon as he's like not doing too well, he just like raises his hand, undead wyvern swoops in, takes him, he's like going away.
I'm gonna make a prediction. May it haunt me forever. The Tides of Torment goes live in 13 minutes. By tomorrow, there will be a playable Maw as a summon, like a permanent summon. And
for views like this, you got to get out there. In a Ford Bronco, enjoy open air freedom. In a Ford.
Be more alien with Alienware.
What if he says no?
You got this.
Hi, Allie. Will you go to prom with me?
During the Subaru Share the Love event, we donate to charities like Make-A-Wish.
You wish for a prom?
I wish for a prom for you.
Get a great deal on a new Subaru, and Subaru will share the love.
I get it. It's hard to change. Me? I'm pretty loyal. I've been on the same team for 17 years. Same coach for 11. Never switched my number once. And I start every warm-up with a pass from the same guy. What's up, Curtis? And I shoot from the same spot. Every time. So you can imagine how good something has to be for me to change.
Can't beat it, can't beat it, can't beat it, can't beat it with the big bad dough. Come on. Don't I make it look easy? Don't I make it look good? Yeah.
This totally legit influencer loves electric vehicles.
As if.
This IRL test drive will change your mind. Just like that, the influencer has become the influenced. Toyota BZ. One drive can change your mind.
About the Nurgle DLC, that's better than this one then.
I just think all the mechanics in all of the campaigns, I didn't really like Tamachan Uwu that much, but Malachi and Elspeth are just so much fun to play. It's unbelievable.
I love that my brain virus for Tamer-chan Uwu has spread to you. That's just so good.
Every time I see him, I say it and I think of you.
I haven't ever liked any of the mono gods. I wish they hadn't focused on mono gods, frankly. I think that there's just not enough there. And forcing that over multiple DLCs over Warhammer 3's life cycle has just really hurt them. Look, when you look at the most played characters on the last DLCs, it's Elspeth in the Tamercan, and in this one, it's Aislinn, right? Who's not the headliner. It's supposed to be T'Challa and the other guys, but that's the reality is that people like to play the good guy factions. And by focusing on never giving us a lot of Cathay, never giving us any Kislev, have we?
Mama Stanky, how dare you?
Yeah. Spiders deep in my
One of
soul.
the worst
lady.
placed campaigns I've ever seen.
That was so busted. I forgot. Yeah, because she's still in North America, isn't she? Like in Canada. You know, Canadian,
Who's
Russia.
who's the final battle against? By the way, I always forget.
Elves, wasn't it? Or Wood Elves or something?
It was the Empire back in the
Yeah,
day.
Yeah.
Such a
And Skaven turn up as well for reasons I don't understand.
Yeah, the Skaven and the Empire. You can't stop those guys
For
working
reasons that
together.
she isn't an established character and they didn't have anything to work with. I mean, that's the reality there. I just, there's so many interesting characters like spread across the lore that they could really pull through unique campaigns. That's why I always stand for Bertrand the Brigand, because it takes the existing Bretonnian mechanics and it turns them on their head. Sort of like how Draika's campaign is an anti-Wood Elf campaign. It's so easy to do something like that that gives you something different. Like I was so excited for boar guy with the big hand, orc,
Gorbad
Iron Claws. Like there's some really fun stuff in here. You can really go heavy on the boar cavalry, do something like that. But instead we got sort of like the tactics system, which never quite came together there. And he never really focused on boar cavalry. He was just like a generic like buffer dude. And it's like, okay, well, he's gonna be the guy nobody plays then,
But in his Lord effects, he has leadership aura size, so
boom.
Yeah, I even asked them why they even put that in. And like, no, it's basically vibe coding.
Sail the Faithless has. I was looking through the skills earlier. It's like one more use of Nightmaw, one more use of Nightmaw, 3 more uses of Nightmaw. So that's like a 10-minute game because that's a 45-second cooldown. Most battles last under 5 minutes, of which the actual combat is 3.
It could have a 0-second cooldown. It wouldn't matter.
Exactly. What's the point of like doing that if you don't bring the cooldown down? I'm never going to use them. The battles don't last long enough.
To be fair, his quest battles can go on quite a bit because they get reinforcements. But that is about it.
I've been doing
literally the only time you're going to use it.
I've been fighting 50 Settlement Grimgors today, so there's some very long battles when he's coming in with like 4 armies and all of them have WA reinforcements. It takes a long time to go through this.
I will say, Cody, Sail probably has my favorite starting location of all the lords. I just love that he starts up there. He starts with Zatan, and Zatan came and absolutely clapped me with thousands of orc laborers over and over again, and it was so much fun just seeing the winds and the maw thing just tear through them.
Perfect for eating orc laborers. I like that. That is
Yeah, that and Skaven. I've been fighting everything over there, but I did manage to guess Satan, the Kala, and Village as my vassals.
Say Satan?
I thought he said Satan
That's
as well, but I.
Oh, did I? I don't think
Satan?
so.
When did
I
he
don't
get
think I
added?
said. I don't think I said Satan. Anyway,
Yeah.
cool campaign.
Moving on from the DLC, and then
no,
back
personally,
into this.
what did you guys rate it as? Everyone else,
like a 7. Yeah, completely fine. By the way, 5 for me is like complete average, complete. I feel nothing. So I think I can't remember actually. The videos like came out and I can't remember. Was it like a 6 or a 7? Someone check. It isn't me.
I'd honestly say like a 9. I really enjoy this. I love the DLCs.
Yeah, I think it's like it's not the best DLC, but it's right underneath this. It's like right underneath Thrones Decay. It's definitely like a 9, not a 10 out of 10, but 9. It's really good.
I do think this is one of those where it really depends on who you are. If you're a Fred or a Monsters, you might really like it. But if you're me or a Cody, you might be a little more lukewarm on it. It all just depends
if you like boob snakes, it's a 9.
Yeah, I don't understand the logistics of high boob snake men trying to ferry people over to a pleasure palace.
Ooh.
It's like
now
you're not listening to what they're saying, right?
Cody's shoulder.
Oh I gotta get something for my kid in a second. I gotta get some medicine. He's not feeling great.
Oh,
hey, it's just sick kids stink. Nothing you can do about it. So yeah, it's not like they smell. Like it means it stinks to be sick. Sorry.
They smell really awful as well when they're sick. Like
they can.
Pretty bad anyway.
I mean, I find myself a lot more excited for end times. I'm much more interested in what they're going to do with that the setting. Yeah. I just, there were DLCs I was really excited for Warhammer 3. Monkey King, which I'm not sure we're ever going to get Monkey King actually, because there's not been anything to release to imply that we would.
No, it's a bit weird, that isn't it?
It's lore blurbs in the game, but I definitely think we will guess Monkey King at some point. I mean, like he's just such an important character. Everybody just loves him, especially after Black Myth Wukong came out as well. Everybody loves the Monkey King. The worst thing they can do is like release him, and it's like, no, it's like a changeling thing. It's like a siege demon, and he's like a filthy or ugly orangutan or something like that. If they do that, they're gonna be like hammered. But
I would love a giant orangutan personally. Me, like a monkey guy who can turn into a giant orangutan, like he can, do the transformation. But
you want the Monkey King with a big staff that just swings that at people. I said actual weapon staff monsters.
A Goku Ozaru ripoff.
Yeah, a Goku ripoff is the Monkey King. God damn it!
Oh God, he can go Super Saiyan. I know that's so incredibly lame, and I'm aware of that, but it's okay because I'm aware of it.
You're allowed to be lame when you're a dad. It's just the rules.
It's just like my kid was watching the showcase just then, watching the whole thing. At no point was he like, "Oh wow, Dad, you did such a good job." He was like,
Why were you there?
Oh no, he slept through it. Even worse, he apparently just fell asleep. Okay.
Did he ask why there was no monsters or damneders there? They never ask us to do these things. Probably because we're idiots. But,
because I'm too real. I'm too raw. That's why they couldn't contain this.
If they got you on one of those stools, you would just make it look like a normal dining chair. How long you are.
Yeah, you would just sit there like, what do I do with my feet?
What I do with my feet and they're just sticking completely straight out.
All right.
And okay,
well, for watching out there, I do have to sign off for a couple minutes to go help out my kid here. Thanks to everybody for watching and tuning in for a little bit. I really appreciate it. I had a good time talking about it. I'll chum back in with you guys to keep recording your podcast in a minute. But for everybody else, thanks for watching the stream today.
Bye, Cody Stream.
Bye, Cody Stream.
Bye, Cody Stream.